Hello everybody. Oh, finally. My microphone wasn't working for a second. How is everybody doing? Let me get a pop-out chat for a second. From here. There we go. You should be able to see it now. Oh, it actually works. Hello Pierre. Hello KR Cubing. Hello PL Mapping. Hello Wolfgot. I'm doing great. It's 2 p.m. here in Bulgaria. Bro, your accent. Yo, I swear it's like you're just here to hate, so it's fine. Yeah, I didn't notice that I have an accent. Let me tell you what we're gonna do today. So this is a social democracy alternate history game. It's a text-based game where I play as the SPD of Germany and I try to prevent basically Hitler from rising. And I played it yesterday. Let me load this game. Load it. Alright. And what if I play end game? No. Let me do it again. I want to show you the endings. Vote. Come on. Alright, yeah. And this. Oh, achievements. So here are all of the endings, and I noticed here that Albert Einstein can become president. So there is quite a lot to do in this game. Like, we can have this party, which is the Social Democratic Party of Austria, I would assume, win in Austria, and there is a lot of stuff to do. So let me just play a new game, I guess. Vote the old one. And how do I actually start? F5 maybe? Alright, there we go. Start game. What it's called? It's called Social Democracy. You can check out the link in the description of the live stream. There you can see it. I don't know where he's from. I'm from Bulgaria, actually. But yeah. His accent sounds Slavic, yeah, of course. Alright, let's get started. I'm gonna do easy difficulty, because I had played it once and I didn't do so well, to be honest. So there is a lot of reading, a lot of options. Now, the year is 1928. In 1 year, the Great Depression starts. And again, we're playing as the SPD. We can see the politics, which parties we like, which parties we don't like our strength, everything is here. How we're polling. And we have some resources, we have inflation, economic growth. There was also something like budget, but it's not here right now. So, it's a bright time for the German democracy. After a period of struggle, inflation is finally under control, and the economy is expanding steadily. In foreign policy, we have reached agreements with the Western powers and the Soviet Union that might make genuine peace reality. Let me zoom in like this. Alright. Now the task of social democracy is to prepare for the next election, which is in a couple of months. The bourgeoisie right government of Wilhelm Marx is unpopular, and we stand to gain. Perhaps the next government will have a socialist majority. Now I basically draw these cards, and when I press any of these cards, political or ally, so I can choose, do I want to, like, what is my policy, basically. What do I want to do? And this is where I set in the video description that you guys can later vote on this. So for now, do I want to promote the class struggle of the proletariat against the bourgeoisie, social politique, maintenance and expansionist of socialist welfare programs, democracy and defending it against dictatorship and fascism, opposing war nationalism, militarism at all costs, and mixture of pretty much all of the above. Now, I know that with hindsight, know that the Great Depression is coming next year. So I feel like the best thing to do would be expansion of social welfare programs, because it would make it popular or make us more popular during the Great Depression. So I'm gonna choose that. The reforms message appeals to the organized workers whose benefits are the accomplishment of social democracy. There we go. So our reforms were popular as of now. Choosing our enemies. Now, who are our enemies? The anti-democratic parties, the far right and the left. So the Communist Party of Germany, Hitler, and this is the Military Veterans Party, if I'm not mistaken. So I can do Hitler and the Military Veterans Party. What website is this? You can check out in the description. It's called Social Democracy. Now I can do just against Hitler, just against the communists, or the center. I'm gonna do the far right, I guess, because I want to work with the communists. From my previous experience, I think that working with them could be beneficial to prevent the NSDAP from rising. There we go. Attacking the far right is popular among the entire party, although the left considers the bourgeoisie parties to be just as dangerous. While the right is critical of our lack of response, the KPD... While the right is critical of the lack of the response to the KPD, alright. Our bourgeoisie coalition partners are also skeptical of lack of commitment to anti-communism. So basically, my party likes my decision, but I have soured relations with other parties. Also, guys, can you stop spamming the chat? I'm gonna start timing people out. If you just spam the same stuff over and over again. So let me check out the live stream health. International relations. At the Labour and Socialist International, we can forge contacts with our fraternal socialist parties in Europe and across the world. So I can work with Austria, France, Britain at the same time, Scandinavia or Comintern, or even America, or neither. Now, I think that the top option is very OP, because I built relations with France and Britain, while here we have just Austria, Scandinavia, and nothing. So I think that the top option is the most powerful. I'm gonna pick it. The socialists of France and Britain can influence their government to be friendlier towards Germany. Hopefully they will reduce our reparations burden. Yeah, I think that Britain at the time was Labour government, so I think that this also makes sense. Continue. And we have party organizations. So what do we want to do? Do we want to fund the newspapers and journals, mutual aid and welfare programs, sport, Reichsbanner, our self-defense organization? Now, the thing is, this game can also go into a civil war between us and Hitler, basically. So, if I play my cards right, I don't need to win the civil war, so there is no need for military, kind of. Support the youth organizations. Yeah, this also makes sense, so I'm thinking either mutual aid and welfare programs or this one. I'm gonna choose welfare, just because the Great Depression is coming up in a bit. We have increased funding to the workers' welfare, nice. And we have elections, which I think that we would win. Yeah, we're 30%, so quite popular. The communists are at 11%. Bavarian party is pretty much nowhere. I don't know this party. I think it says here. Oh, I can have a coalition here with the Zentrum, with the Bavarian party, DDP, which I don't know these two parties. Are they popular? 5%. DVP 9%. Let me Google DVP Germany, so I know. German People's Party. Let me just read out their Wikipedia. So I'm in a coalition with these guys that I don't know as of now. Was a conservative liberal political party during the Weimar Republic, successor of the National Liberal Party, the German Empire. Along with the left liberal German Democratic Party, also these guys that I'm in a coalition with, it represented political liberalism in Germany between 1918 and 1933. Basically, I want to know what these guys stand for, so I can support them. Because if I don't, and I did this last game, I didn't really research my political coalition partners. Basically what happened is that I made some choices that weren't popular with my coalition partners and I just died. The party's best known politician was found chairman and later Chancellor Foreign Minister Gustav Strassmann, With the exception of two short-lived cabinets in 1921 and 1922, the DVP was represented in all Weimar governments from 1920 to 31. In the late 1920s, turned out more to the right politically, but could not compete with other nationalist parties. By 1932, the DVP's share of the vote had shrunk to barely over 1%, and it disbanded shortly after the Nazi seizure of power in 1933. So they're liberal, somewhat. Like, I can work with them. Yeah, not the strongest as of now. Alright, let me close this. So this is my coalition. Or I can form another coalition with others. I think that these guys are fine. So I'm gonna have a stable coalition of 60%. Now, as expected, the SPD is the largest party, and this time we're expected to take the leading role in the formation of the next government, including selecting the chancellor. President Hindenburg has asked us to form a majority coalition with the Centrum, Bavarian People's Party, Democratic Party, and People's Parties. Who should be the chancellor? Müller is popular within the party and is the preferred candidate for the center and other parties. So this guy is the most popular option. Braun is currently the Prime Minister of Prussia and is one of our most popular leaders. However, other parties may qualm over... Yeah, I don't want to antagonize my allies because I have only 30%. And even later, if I work with the communists, it's not enough. Let the center party have the chancellor. Alright, the Centrum, this is unexpected and will cause internal dissent, but may give us a better position in negotiating for other cabinets' position. This is worth considering. This will cause significant... Oh, I'm not gonna do that. So either 1 and 3. I remember that I did the first option a while ago, so I'm gonna choose this option now. I'm gonna support the Centrum, which have 13%. They're the second largest political party in this coalition. There we go. This was unexpected and many in the left and center of our party are criticizing this decision. Since Wilhelm Marx resigned... Okay, somebody resigned that I think I didn't like. Heinrich Brüning has been appointed as chancellor. We can pick from any members of ministers. Controlling a ministry allows us to directly affect policy in that area. So I think that this is very crucial. Basically what I want to do. Now, justice. I think it's helpful to know how the Nazis actually rose to power so I can control these ministries and restrict them. Reichswehr Ministry. The ministry responsible for armed forces is not typically our domain. Nah, I don't want to antagonize more people. Agriculture is not usually our domain, but I'm the Socialist Party. Alright. Labor Ministry is expected of us, so I should take that. Budget and taxes. Yeah, since we have the Great Depression, I think that having this ministry is useful. Broader economic policy. Alright. Finance Ministry. I'm gonna take that. This is also expected. Domestic security. Let me take that. We still have more leverage. Economic policy. Nah. What if you're blamed for the Great Depression? Well, I mean, it happened in America, and I guess I can deal with the Great Depression. And if I am very effective and efficient in dealing with the Great Depression, then Hitler should never rise. Wait, you read the chat? Yeah, I have it in my second monitor. But people are just spamming the chat with Bulgarian nationalism posts, so I'm not too engaged in that conversations. Controls the courts. I can get the justice rather than the economic ministry, because I already have the finance ministry. I don't need everything. Alright. That's it. So these are all the ministries that I took. It's tolerable to all, so coalition is stable. An action is available. Seeks to steer course between parties, factions, finance minister, extra tax policies, more democratic economy. Sounds interesting. Let me see the other option. Coalition parties. Coalition dissent is very low, so I don't need to do this right now. And what? Removes all cards from the hearts, reduce dissent across the party, which is not needed. And I also have some resources, so it's not needed. Steer bit. I guess I'm gonna do economic democracy. Also, I'm not reading everything because there is a lot to read. As we control the labor and finance ministries, we can finally begin to implement our long-standing goals, our bourgeoisie coalition, or bourgeoisie, I don't know, I hope I'm saying it right. Coalition partners might not agree, however. I mean, it's very low and I have options to do it better, so... Support the Works Council. Give Works Council a greater influence in managing enterprises. Begins to socialize key industries. We shall buy out industries and govern them together with workers and consumers. Workers and consumers. I guess I'm gonna socialize key industries, so the opposition cannot use them. It sounds logical. Greater influence in managing enterprises. Yeah, I mean, I have 5 budgets, so I guess I can use it. We have begun to socialize key industries by buying out all the capitalist owners and creating a coordinated governing boards consisting of workers, consumers, and state representatives. The capitalists are not pleased at our intrusion into the economy. Intrusion, oh my god, English. Alright, so now we are polling very well, I think. Detailed polls. So, oh, we can see how the unemployed are... Oh, I didn't know about this. So, who are the biggest supporters of the Nazis? Old middle class, 11%. Okay, so the rural don't support the Nazis. I don't need to worry about them. They also don't like me, but that's fine. Catholics, 0% for the Nazis. So basically I can neglect the Catholics, since my only goal would be to not allow the Nazis to rise. Who are the main supporters? Workers, 0%. So maybe I shouldn't focus on the workers, since the workers aren't the main people who vote for the Nazis. They vote for me already. So I guess I can diversify. Yeah, the workers vote either for me or for the communists. So there is no need to give further concessions to the workers. I guess I need to broaden to the old middle class, which have 11% for the Nazis. Or the unemployed, 13%. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on the unemployed for now. Government affairs and party affairs. I'm gonna do 2 of each. Coalition affairs. Ooh, let's see, I have 2 resources. Our coalition is in trouble. The right-leaning members of the center and DVP are constantly criticizing us for our policies and are threatening to call a vote of no confidence to collapse this government, or to do the same with our government in the state of Prussia. How should we reduce tensions with the coalition? I don't want to cut welfare, support our allies. Instead we can bring down the government with no confidence. Yeah, I don't want to have snap elections. Somebody is saying don't do anything. Well, I mean, why not just spend the resources? I am already very popular. So... yeah, I'm gonna spend the resources. I'm gonna learn from my mistakes. By transferring campaign funds to our coalition partners, we can make our policies more acceptable to them. Some would call this corruption, but it's perhaps necessary to save democracy. Corruption is needed to save democracy. Who would have guessed? Kellogg-Bryant Pact. Oh, I made a short about this. I love this. So basically, the treaty negotiated by the American Secretary of State Frank Kellogg and French Foreign Minister Aristide Briand promises that its signatory countries would renounce the use of war and would promise to settle their disputes peacefully. So basically this treaty wanted to ban war. And what do I want to do? Is it this treaty is not enough, or it's the right step for peace? I'm gonna do this treaty is not enough because we want more. Our foreign minister Gustav Strassmann has signed the treaty. The reaction is generally muted. Both pacifists and militarists are skeptical about the efficiency of the treaty. I'm gonna do this is not enough. Because historically, this treaty was like, yeah, don't use war as to solve your problems. But there were no clauses in which, okay, what if I do anyways? Like, nobody stopped you. So this treaty was very vague and practically useless. Despite the idealism behind the treaty, it is inadequate for its goal of preventing wars. Yeah, there must be some enforcement mechanism, of course, which I said just right now. Perhaps automatic trade sanctions or interventionist force controlled by the League of Nations. As it stands, the League of Nations and this treaty is toothless. Yeah, kind of. Panzer Cruiser A. Oh, this is the battleship. Now, if I remember, I think that the Navy supported Hitler a lot, right? Let me read the chat. I think that Hitler leveraged the Navy a lot. Do you guys know? Like, Karl Dönitz was a big supporter. Vote no. Yeah, I want to make my own decisions. The thing is, did the Navy support Hitler a lot? Yes, they did. So, if the Navy supported Hitler, then I don't need to work with them. Because I cannot get them on my side, I think. So, you ever change your... I would change it whenever I want. No need to be so rude about it. You have written like 10 comments about this. Just abstain. Well, yeah, I mean, we're a social democratic party. Why do we care about... Like, we have the Centrum and some other parties that are... I mean, I think that the majority of my voters are workers. I don't think that they care about the battleship. And I also think that the majority of the people who vote for me are also pacifist, so I'm gonna abstain. Our coalition partners are shocked by our Alright. Despite our abstention, the vote in the Reichstag goes through with all parties in favor except the SPD and KPD. The ship would be built. It's fine. Let me see. Very well. Alright. So we're still fine. The Reichsbanner. The Reichsbanner Schwarzrot Gold is a mass organization for the defense of the Republic against extremists who threaten it. Well, that's important. Some would call it paramilitary, although currently it's hardly any sort of military. It's officially associated with the pro-democratic parties, SPD, Center and DP. But by far the largest component of it is our party. Well, I cannot fund them more. And I also don't want to cut their funding, so I'm gonna keep them as it is. What is the game called? It's called Social Democracy. You can check the description for the link. The Reichsbanner is already serving the purpose it needed to serve. There is no reason to change what already works. For now. It's August 28. Campaigning. Oh, I don't have enough resources. Return. I want to do campaigning when I have more resources. The judiciary is one of the most reactionary components of the government, along with the military. Many juries have held office since the days of the emperor. They gave violent fascists like Adolf Hitler laughably light sentences, while ruthlessly presenting leftists and pacifists for less crimes. Persecuting, alright. There is a great demand for our membership for reforming the judiciary, although this may bring us into a collision course with our coalition allies. Well, they already kind of like me, so... Carry out substantial reforms, let's go. We investigate juries who have shown themselves to have biased or corruption behavior and try to remove them, replacing them with more democratically oriented jurists. This obviously raises quite a great deal of ire in the conservative circles, including within our own coalition. It's fine. Campaigning. And I don't have money. Can I get money from somewhere? This guy? No. Yeah, I'm stuck without money before campaigning. Question of ideology. The SPD is torn between many different ideological curtains. What should be our primary ideological guidance for now? Let me look at the polls. So I think I want to influence the unemployed. So what would help the unemployed the most? What do the unemployed care the most? To the unemployed, trade unions to improve the lives of the workers. I think that the unemployed would like this. Class struggle and preparing proletariat for the revolution. This would bring me closer to the KPD, but would push me away from the Centrum and the other parties. We can have a from card party affairs. We should work for the eternal socialism, strengthen democracy, and expand the party's electorate. Again, I don't think that the unemployed would care about this, so I'm gonna do trade unions. Does the unemployed like it? The labor wing of the party supports continued participation in the government in order to provide benefits for the workers. And the creation of the public works program for the unemployed. For employment. There we go. So, unemployed, this still hasn't changed. But I think that it would update. Social welfare policy. What's my budget looking like? I have 3 budget. I guess I can use it. The social welfare program, including unemployment insurance, healthcare and old age care, is the proudest achievement of the SPD in our time in government. There is continuous presence to dismantle the welfare system. I think I want to spend more on it. Again, let me look at the polls. This would make the unemployed not support Hitler. The Catholics already don't support him. And if I manage to deal with the unemployed, then I can only focus on the old middle class. And this shouldn't allow Hitler to rise. Generally loyal, so yeah, everybody is loyal. Prussian police loyalty, yeah, this is not too great. I need to fix this, but also, let me do that. No, increase spending. Proletariat base is pleased. There we go. Reichswehr is a lost cause. I still don't know. I want to learn from my mistakes. We need budget in crisis. Last game, I think I was spending everything that I got. And still I ended the game with some resources and some budget. So basically when Hitler took over, I already had some resources that I didn't spend. So this is why I'm spending even more than before. Alright, the SPD runs a very stable media empire. With many newspapers throughout every German city and region, we could use the media for various purposes. Make our newspapers more commercialized by broadening their appeal beyond the party's supporters. This might upset ideological pursuits, but it also may bring in more funds and perhaps expose the middle class to socialist views. Well, the workers already like me a lot. So it's not the worst if I do the top option. And then I can focus on the old middle class. We'll see. The purpose for media is to elect more social democrats. Our newspapers would focus on the electoral campaign. This sounds appealing, but there is an election in 4 years. So I don't think that this is needed right now. Would have vibrant ideological debate within our newspapers. There will be space for all factions to air their views. I don't think that this would be too great. Honestly. Basically, I would allow the opposition to debate with us. I mean, we would get the funding, so controversy would give us money. And if they use our newspapers, they wouldn't create their own. So we can still control it. You know what? I'm gonna do this option. Just because it sounds interesting. This has been our media's course historically, and it has successfully paved over many tensions in our party. Oh, that's great. I didn't know. The center party chooses their new leader, so the Centrum, and I have only one option. Influence the central party to select Joseph Joes as the party chair, so we don't have too great relations with the Centrum. Must hold a campaign, Joseph Joes as party chair, relations are not good, we do not have enough resources, I see. On the other hand, Joseph Joes is a leader of the Catholic trade unions who has been more supportive of cooperation with the SPD than most of the center party. A Catholic priest who parts traditions. Yeah, getting the other guy would be helpful, since I would have the Catholics more on my side, who vote for Centrum. But I mean, I'm already in a coalition with them, and the Catholics don't vote for Hitler, so I guess I'm good. There we go. Ludwig Kass has been selected as the chairman of the Center Party. He seems to be representing a right-wing turn from Marx and would preside over a Center Party less inclined to cooperate with the left. So we could lose an ally of the Centrum. I need to reconcile with them. And campaigning, I still don't have money, but I guess I can do this. Tax policies. Well, I mean, let me see. The relations with our coalition partner. So if I clicked this, maybe I would have gotten the other guy. Oh, no, wait, it's the US of Z. How are you doing, my guy? Isn't it really early in America right now? And I guess I could do fundraising. I'm just gonna ignore it for now. Prussian bulwark. Let me check defense. Prussia by far the largest and most important state in Germany, is governed by our party, in a coalition with the center and democratic parties. It is the most stable and democratic state in the government in Germany, led by Otto Braun. We can enact policies in Prussia. So, what are we lacking? The Prussian police loyalty is divided. So ideally I want them to make more loyal. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do the top option. And I want to work with the communists. The nationalist paramilitary. Concord with the Vatican. Additional police. I don't think I need more police. I just need more loyal police. Bureaucracy of reactionary elements. So I'm split between the top option. I mean, it's divided. I'm not gonna need the police as of right now. I'm gonna maybe need it in 3 years. But if I do this option and the police is not loyal, then this wouldn't work out so well. I'm gonna do the top option, so now they're mostly loyal. Yeah, there we go. And after that, they would help me. New Year, 1929. New Year begins. The economy appears to be swackering. Let me see. Yeah, economic growth is not great. Unemployment is increasing. Where can I see unemployment? I swear it was here just a bit. Increasing throughout the Republic, although for most part people are still doing well. Great. And I still don't have any resources. Labor affairs. The industrial rural region is aflame with labor unrest. The employers have started a major walkout to force the workers to take more cuts to wages and benefits. There is a need for the labor ministry to arbitrate the conflicts between employers and workers. Support the labor popular among the workers would alienate the bourgeoisie. I mean, the workers are always the majority. Oh, here we have the inter-party relations. KPD, I need to work with them. Somehow. Pause. So the bourgeoisie is pretty much the new middle class and the old middle class, which don't make the majority of the Nazi voters. So I think I'm gonna stick with the workers in the current crisis. Either 1 or 3. I'm gonna do 1, I think. Support the labor in their demands. Popular among the workers. Supporting the labor is always popular with the SPD. Although many of our coalition partners represent employers and they are less enthusiastic. Well, I mean it works. Campaigning, I still don't have money. Party affairs. Fundraising, there we go. Maintain our current dues. Yeah, I no need to increase it, I guess. I mean, I'm popular. Nah, I'm gonna maintain. And now I can do campaigning. So, this is very important. Where do I want to campaign? Working class, which again, 0% of them support Hitler, so maybe not needed. New middle class, employees and white-collar workers. This could be, I mean, it's 7%, but this is maybe something that my party would focus on. The old middle class, which are the main supporters of the Nazis. Businessmen and artisans. Well, I just screwed with the old businessmen, so... Also the unemployed. Yeah, Hitler is rising. Oh yeah, I need the unemployed. For sure. This is the biggest. Campaigning against the unemployed. Let's see. Oh wait. 15. They still increased their percents. So I definitely need to work towards the unemployed, especially in the crisis. And coalition affairs. Party resources. I don't have more resources actually. Wait, let me return this card. 6 to steer course between the parties. Frictions. Tax policies. More democratic economy. Let's go. -1 budget. We will try to begin to socialize key industries. I'm gonna continue this. Although I don't know if it makes a difference. Communist demonstration. So this is the Communist Party celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Spartacus uprising. I actually want to work with the communists. I think that it would... At least it's gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna allow the demonstrations to proceed. Grand Coalition. Oh, they joined me? Wait. Politics. This is now saying Grand Coalition. Coalition descent very high. Oh, my coalition didn't like this at all. But I mean, it's fine. Let me see. The demonstrations proceed peacefully with a minimal police presence. Onlookers admire the strength of the communist workers and perhaps some of our members have been peeled off. The KPD would never admit it, but they are developing a less hostile view towards us, even if they do not like us just yet. Our centrist allies denounce the demonstration, but their cries are ineffectual. Alright. The right calls a vote of no confidence against the current government. Oh. Try to... Let me... Give up... So I don't want this vote. Enact a massive austerity plan. Let me see. Fine, we enacted a massive austerity program to cut welfare in order to maintain the stability of our coalition. The vote has been called off. So we have a stable government. How are the polls looking? Workers... Fine. New middle class, not so great. Oh, old middle class, rising. The rural, rising. Unemployed, damn. Hitler is definitely doing stuff. Reichsbanner. I would like to spare some resources, so I'm gonna keep it as it is. Labor rights. Develop and enforce safety regulations. Do not enact any policies. So which would help me the most? I guess the unemployed would care about... Maybe nothing. But I'm gonna do the 40 hours so I can push the Nazis out of here. Now with the force of the labor ministry, we're finally enforcing the right of workers to their own time. The bourgeoisie and their political representatives are displeased. So maybe my coalition again. Somebody said you should spam emergency funding. Which is... Where? Emergency funding. Oh, I see. Well, not needed as of now. Campaigning. Let me see. I guess I can keep this card. I don't need this right now. You know what? I'm gonna do campaigning for the unemployed as of now. So, hit what is at 20% there. Now, youth plan against the referendum. Youth plan. What is the youth plan? It's an agreement with Western powers to reduce Germany's reparation payments and give us more fiscal autonomy. Great. Simultaneously, France would agree to withdraw its military occupation from the Rhineland. Also great. Wow, this seems to be a positive development for the country. The right is campaigning hard against this plan, and are the communists for whatever reason. They claim that any reparations are a form of national slavery and have organized a referendum against it. And against the referendum. Do not campaign. Well, I want lower reparations and everything, so I'm gonna do that. How should we campaign in favor of the plan? In favor of internationalism and pacifism, the youth plan is simply the most rational choice for Germany. Yeah, I'm gonna do the top option. We rail hard against nationalism and in favor of pacifism and belonging to the international community of nations. The referendum easily fails, with only 15% of voters supporting it. It seems that nationalism is not omnipotent in Germany despite everything. So that's great. Yeah, I think so. We prevented them from going against this plan, which is basically Hitler. But he's increasing support, so I need to broaden my voters. I don't need just the workers. I'm gonna go for the unemployed and also the rural people. This is everything that I need. Unemployed and rural. Party affairs and two of these. Coalition affairs. Our coalition is in trouble. The right-leaning members of the center and DVP are constantly criticizing us for our policies and are threatening to call a vote of no confidence to collapse this government. Or do the same for our government in the state of Prussia. Agreed. I don't want to cut welfare, but I mean, I'm already very popular among the workers, so instead bring down the government with no confidence vote and call for new elections. I could do that and maybe work with the communists. I mean, it's cold, neutral, warm. Yeah, I don't have great relations with my allies. Coalition affairs. I'm gonna cut welfare. Military secrets. The left-wing news and literary magazine Weltbühne has been targeted by the national authorities for allegedly revealing state secrets. The magazine published articles alleging a secret rearmament program by the Reichswehr in conservation of the Treaty of Versailles. Contravention. Oh my god. Why do they use such language that I just cannot speak? The military authorities obviously do not want this information to be known. It doesn't help the fact that the magazine's editor, Karen Vo, I don't know, is a well-known pacifist. So a pacifist is revealing secrets that the government is secretly rearming. Let the justice take its course. We can simply drop the case. Well, I don't want to antagonize this guy since he is a pacifist, and I would rather have him on my side, while government secrets... I'm gonna drop this. The Justice Ministry has dropped all persecution of... Oh yeah, it was against him directly. The journal is responsible for the offending publication. In fact, some may say that the Weltbühne journal should be fated as heroes. The Western powers and all countries that feel threatened by German militarism are pleased that we have turned a chapter in our history. On the other hand, the right-wing members of our government coalition disapprove of this action, as does the Reichswehr. I mean, I don't care about the right-wing. Honestly, I want to just continue with my relations. Grand coalition, it's fine. Resources, inflation is okay. Everything I feel like is nice. Campaigning, political rally. And I guess I'm gonna do against funding it against dictatorship. Yeah, social welfare programs. So this wasn't very popular with my allies, so I'm gonna try this option against dictatorship and fascism. Our speakers defend the republican system and rail against the monarchists and authoritarians who threaten it. Since we have constantly made democratization a theme of our campaign, the workers are enthusiastic about our message. Also, I'm doing a lot better than compared to my previous games. So these guys are loyal. Yeah. Doing fine. Let me just again look around. Unemployed 23%. I need to work for the unemployed. And now the Great Depression is gonna come. The death of Gustav Strassmann. Gustav Strassmann, the leader of the DVP and long-time foreign minister, has died tragically at the young age of 51. He was the primary force driving his party to support democracy. Without him, the democratic forces in the republic would be so much weaker. Damn. Not too great. Government affairs. War guilt inquiry. Reichstag war guilt inquiry. The war guilt inquiry has been an intermittent Reichstag committee for investigating the causes of the Great War and the German defeat. So far, it was faced massive resistance from the military establishment up to the President Hindenburg. Restart the inquiry, do nothing. So what exactly do I do? Reichstag committee for investigating. Yeah, I want to continue to investigate why we lost. And I'm going against the military establishment. Is this too great? I don't know. I'm gonna do it anyways. What's the goal of the tribunal? To provide historical record for the events of the war. Sounds useful. To revise the popular German histories and fantasy put on rest on the stabbed in the back myth. So we don't want to say that we are stabbed in the back. Because, like what, Italy? Maybe, what is the better option? Because if we say that actually Italy didn't stab us in the back, or Austria-Hungary didn't stab us in the back, I honestly don't know. I mean, this sounds useful, but maybe this one is more useful for our cause. Because I think that the Germans or the Nazis would use... Like, I think that this was used by the Nazis a lot. Basically saying, we were stabbed in the back, we deserve to win, and all that. So I'm gonna use this to basically discredit what the Nazis could use in the future. Destroying the stabbed in the back myth, in addition to finally correcting the historical record, would do great to improve our party's reputation. This is why it would be resisted by the military establishment every step of the way. Alright, screw the military. And October 1929. The stock market has crashed. We must do something to stop the suffering. Obviously. Unemployment 14%. Holy shit. We can do staunch of worker suffering. It is becoming a hotly debated question. Alright. Campaigning. I can do for the unemployed, which now there is a lot of unemployed people that support Hitler. Unemployed. We can increase our campaigning among the unemployed. The welfare cuts and reluctant poverty make our campaigning more difficult. Since we are associated with the government that enacted these cuts and our campaign... I should have called snap elections, I guess. Is this his first playthrough? It's my second, but first of the live stream. Reichsbank President Hjalmar Schacht has criticized Finance Minister of the SPD for his budget, which he claims is unbalanced and consists too much of social welfare and not enough tax cuts to stop for top partners and businesses. More importantly, he is refusing to release loans necessary for his functioning of the government unless either massively changes his budget or resigns. Of course, this criticism is unfounded, but the bourgeoisie establishment doesn't care. Yeah, I'm not gonna make my guy resigned. After a second budget proposal, we'll consider plan to be unacceptable despite more regressive taxes and expenditure cuts. So he resigns either way. Replaced by a center-right candidate, so I think I screwed the economy a lot by going back and forth. Next time I will just do snap elections against the Centrum. It wasn't worth it, I think. Okay, let me reduce unemployment. Social welfare. I can increase spending. Proletariat base is pleased. I mean, the unemployment just dropped a bit. Internal security. So I think that the loyalty is great. I can investigate corruption. Now, during a crisis, is this the most important thing? Illegal activity among the far right. Let me do that. The police is loyal, so... Unfortunately, our investigations have failed to turn up anything. Rumors that the targets of our investigations were tipped off by infiltrators within the police. But the police is mostly loyal. How were they tipped off? 1930, this economic crisis is worsening throughout the world and no end in sight. The NSDAP seems to be strengthening in local elections. All very worrisome trends. Not great. Let me see if the election were to be held now. I have 26%, so I'm dropping a lot. Not great. What about these guys? Emergency something. Seeks to steer course between the parties' frictions. I mean, it's fine. The relations with our coalition partners. Maybe not now. Maybe I'm gonna do more resources. There we go. Clear the agenda, party discipline, snap elections. Alright. Judiciary reform. Not enough budget. Why don't I have enough budget? It's at 0. Fundraising. There we go. Oh, this would give me resources. And I already have resources, so I'm gonna reduce the tax. Our current members appreciate this, but no one decides to join a party because of the low dues. Yeah, I'm just strengthening. The death of Paul Levy. Paul Levy, a leader of the left wing of our party, has died in an unfortunate accident. He would be missed. F in the chat. Party organizations. I really want to do something for the unemployed. It's getting out of hand. Sport league. Okay, I guess welfare would help. Self-defense organization. Yeah, I think that welfare is cultural program, sport league. Yeah, welfare. Stage of economic crisis. This would be helpful for improving our standings among the unemployed. Let's go. I wanted to do this all along. The right wing of our coalition represents an ultimatum. The economic crisis has caused mass layoffs all throughout Germany, affecting the industrial working class the hardest. Our welfare spending is increasing due to the greater need. In the midst of this, our right-wing coalition partners in the DVP and center parties have a plan to cut benefits for the unemployed, lower taxes on the rich, and raise taxes on the working class. So basically they're idiots. No, I'm kidding. As part of the plan to balance the budget and discipline labor, they do not see a positivity for compromise. If we do not accept, they could blow up the coalition. Why can't we simply tax the rich? This is a gift to the communists. I don't understand what this does. So basically this is saying, yeah, let's do the opposite and tax the rich. But I don't understand the bottom option. This is a gift to the communists. I'm gonna do it because I don't understand it, to be honest. This is a gift to the communists, a seed boost to their theory that paramilitary democracy would never benefit the working class. But the crux on the matter is, what can we do? Fine, we would end this coalition. You know what? I'm gonna end the coalition. During an economic crisis, I think that I'm strong-ish. If I work with them. Or maybe I just destroy the game, who knows. So the coalition... Right now I'm in opposition. Interesting. Bolster the wealth of the police. Additional police. You know what? I'm gonna do this with the Vatican. We're making progress between Prussia and the Catholic Church. I mean, the Catholics already like me. Oh, my girlfriend just gave me 2 leva. Thank you very much, girlfriend. She's in the other room working. So, let me do some more. Oh, economic crisis. Let the depression play itself out. You know what? I'm gonna read more. Our party struggled to how to deal with the economic crisis. From the centrist friction argues that the economic crisis must be allowed to play out because it's simply a part of the cyclic nature of capitalism. From labor, the economist Vladimir Voitinsky argues that we must pursue a massive public works program to reduce unemployment and stimulate demand, perhaps including deficit spending. Yes, I like this. Support the labor view. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Public works and fiscal stimulus. This is what I was thinking. Either way. Mass nationalizations and the transformation of the economy. Nah. Job creation without deficit spending. No. I think I have the resources for deficit spending, right? I mean, I have 2 resources. I can always get more. Labor view. Support of the WTB plan alienates the orthodox Marxists of the centrist faction and faces both opposition and support from a variety of sources across the spectrum. Leftists argue that the plan is flawed because it leaves capitalism intact, while some referendums are cautiously optimistic. We have not yet convinced the party to formally adopt the plan. More work needs to be done. Alright. Now I am in opposition. So I can do campaigning for the unemployed, which is like 20% of the population. Increase campaigning. The welfare cuts and poverty make our campaigning more difficult. Oh, come on. I didn't do welfare cuts. I mean, I did, but this was long ago. Our campaign may backfire. Is becoming the German state party. Leaders of the German Democratic Party, seeing the party's vote share fall over time, has decided that now is the time to completely reform the party. The party leader, Eric Koch-Wesser, has... Oh, we have 2 British pounds from Moonwalker 3. Thank you very much. I love your support. Merger with the political of the Youth German Order, a nationalist paramilitary group. Now the party would be called German State Party or DSTP. This has led to outcry from the left wing of the party, progressives. And yeah, I'm gonna recruit the leftists. With turmoil in the DDP, we have an opportunity to recruit middle-class progressives and portions of the liberal intelligentsia into our party. The left SPD is opposed to this, seeing it as a class of character of party. On the other hand, yeah, not too great. We have elections. And I lost a bit of votes. Oh, the Nazis are like the 3rd biggest party. Okay, the Centrum also lost, so... Oh, I cannot make a coalition. Grand coalition. SPD. Yeah, I cannot. Damn. Would tolerate. Would have new elections. Alternatively, we could try to form a new grand coalition of the... Okay. Continue. Let's have another election, I guess. I mean, I could lose some. But I'm hoping that other people gain some as well. There is no workable path. Majority elections are set for September 1930. The people's faith in democracy is shaken by this ordeal. Of course, the Nazis are exploiting this instability to claim that democracy is unworkable and that Germany needs a stronger leader. Not great. Not great. Can I do something here? Funding. You know what? I'm gonna... Since I'm in a position, I could do some funding. Hi, notice me. Hello, Paulina Levina. I have seen you. Fund more military style training and equip for Reichsbanner. I mean, I don't need them exactly right now. So already serving. Alright. Choosing our enemies. The far right, since I want to work with the communists. Or maybe just the Nazis. I mean the far right, in general. Okay, this is the same as before. Why did the Nazis gain so much votes? Oh, that's a lot. The Nazis' rise is unprecedented for a political party in modern Germany, and socialist intellectuals are doing their best to come up with terms to the rapid rise of this dangerous party. The trade union researcher Theodor Geiser has written an article titled Panik in Mittelstand, in which he describes the Nazis as being primitive, a movement of middle class, especially lower middle class servants and professionals who fear the proletarizing something effects of the depression. Geisner argues that the middle class has been economically and politically unmoored, long split between many competing parties, squeezed in between the big businesses and the proletariat. The mix of nationalist, anti-democratic, and loosely anti-capitalist rhetoric of the Nazis appeals to this group. Okay, mix of nationalist, anti-democratic, and loosely anti-capitalist. Okay, perhaps only temporary before the middle class discovers the true class interests. By contrast, the theoretical Alexander Schlieffrin understands the Nazis as a new and type of political... I just cannot read. A fascist party that has no non-economic appeal across the class line. He calls to attention of his violent propaganda and street demonstrations as to critical to their rise. Leader understands the Nazis' political, incoherent, but nevertheless powerful movement. They are kept together by the strength of their organizing machine. Okay. I just want to do a vote. The Nazis are the fault of the petite bourgeoisie. It is not their responsibility. It is not our... No, I need to stop them. We can combat the Nazis by adopting the People's Party's posture that might compete support among the middle class. I'm gonna do this option. We can combat the Nazis by adopting a People's Party posture that might compensate for support among the middle class. In order to do this, we can create a new and inclusive vision for the party that encompasses all people who work for a living, which is almost everyone in the country. This effort faces great opposition from the left and center of our party, who would prefer a party focused on the working class. To fully adopt this vision of People's Party, we must increase our campaigning among other demographics. Alright, political ally. So, this would tie up to expanding, posing war, expansion. I'm gonna do this because I think that the unemployed would like this a lot. Managed to appeal to organized workers whose benefits and accomplishment to social democracy. Great. Reichstag elections. I still lost. Oh, the Nazis are rising so quickly. There is no clear governing majority. Will tolerate pruning. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of screwed. The Nazis are just rising way too quickly. I started very solid, but I think that I may lose quicker. Continue. Government affairs. Economic crisis. Labor view. It's the same as before. So I'm gonna do the labor view. Continue. And my police is... Labor... Wait, politics. Labor strength. Yeah, it's fine. From what I can see here. Code relations with the communists. I want to fix that. the nationalist paramilitary. Weakens our President Hindenburg as the political right before the police. In addition, still operate out of the public sites. Well, all quiet on the Western Front. Censorship and violence over a movie. Allow the film to be shown. As this, as an anti-war film, it is the target of major protests by the far-right actors, especially the Nazis and the Stahelm. They are calling for the government to ban the film. If we do not ban it, the SA threatens to violently stop the film from being shown or watched. Well, I mean, it's an anti-war film, so I don't want to ban it. Let's see. Why we allow the film? Showings are married by violence. Showing of the film eventually stop and the Nazis claim victory. Sad. Reichstag elections. I'm still losing popularity while the Nazis are just winning. Like, come on, I'm doing stuff for the people. I want new elections. New year. Unemployed continues to spiral upwards. The strength of the Nazis continues to rise. Right, what can I actually do? Reduces dissent across the party. I mean, I don't need resources. Yeah. Campaigning. I want to campaign for the unemployed. We have increased our campaigning among the unemployed. The welfare cuts and reluctant poverty make it more difficult. Since we're associated with the government, talking to them gives us a rallying point which to attract support from the unemployed. Alright, it helped somewhat. The Hunger Chancellor. People are calling Chancellor Brewing the Hunger Chancellor because of his perceived coldness face depression. Come on, I'm trying my best. Inter-party relations with the Catholic Center Party. I think that, yeah. Oh, Catholic Center Party. Is this the Centrum? They have almost all of the support from the Catholics. And working with them would create a nice coalition against the Nazis. Oh, wow. Their support is just... wow. Oh, or the Communist Party. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Communist Party. The Communists are suspicious of these overtures, especially if the Stalinist leader, social fascist. However, connections are made. Alright. I think relations are still cool. Foreign Ministry seeks closer ties to Austria. The nationalists right ties with Austria, the eventual goal of merger of the two German-speaking countries. A customs union with Austria is the first step towards this. However, the allies, especially France, are likely to object. They wouldn't. Trust me. This agreement would break the terms of the Treaty of Versailles and would lead to economic sanctions, further hurting the economy. Well, it's not like I have any options. Continue. Okay, somebody died. Elections. May we do our best. I'm still losing. What can I do to not lose? Like, it's just the Nazis are growing so strong. Now I'm in position. Street fighting. Try to avoid as much as possible. Try to make... yeah, I cannot do anything. By not fighting the streets, the Reichsbanner, a pacifist in the party, are gaining the upper hand. The collapse of the German banking system. Well, this wasn't my government. It was since I'm in opposition, so not my problem. Alright. So they are doing something. Neuro-revanchism, a new idea. Several young socialists led by Karl Marie Mierendorf are calling for a new revanchism in response to the Nazi threat. This political tendency calls for a mass movement in favor of democracy in order to counter the Nazi and communist movements and to update our rhetoric and imagery to appeal to emotion is not just reason. And not just reason. Oh, to just appeal to emotion, alright. Yeah, alright. New style propaganda in our campaigns. The results are uncertain so far. Questions of ideology. So, which would help me the most? The workers don't even like me anymore. I need to reconcile with the workers. And with the unemployed. Let's do this. Struggle and potentially communists. We have changed ideologies. Many of the party feel unmoored. Writing history, please help us. How can I help you? I'm not doing so well. Debt payments have been paused. Oh no. President Herbert Hoover of the United States has signed a new war debt from the Great War, including Germany's. Our budget situation should improve somewhat. Alright. Elections. I'm still losing. Nothing I can do. Government affairs. Vatican. No. Let's do this. The bureaucracy is deeply reactionary and many abuse their power in favor of political right. By removing the pro-monarchy and pro-dictatorship elements, we can democratize it. Some of our opponents claim they're infringing our individual freedoms, but perhaps the security of the Republic requires it. Support for the Republic 13%. I have failed massively since... Yeah. Party organization. I don't have resources. Out of wells. Emergency funding. Fund mutual aid and welfare programs. I need to do this. For the unemployed. Great. Elections. I should improve a bit. I still lost. How is this possible for the unemployed? This didn't improve anything, I feel like. February 32. It's not looking too great. I'm gonna cut funding for this. I need the resources. It's to some would-be members to join the communists instead. It's fine. Stinkter with the Democratic Party, the Catholic Center Party, Communist Party. Come on, it's just the same answers over and over again. Political rally. This is the Reichsbanner. I'm gonna use the Reichsbanner. It's not able to hold back the SA mob. The Nazis have won this show of strength. 32. Presidential election in April. I think that everything is just falling apart. Electoral campaign. Elections. I'm just still losing. I just cannot stop losing. The beginning of the end. Would fight on the streets. Let's go. Let's go. Civil war. We're not ready for war. Instead, would vote against the Nazis. Yes. The array of forces. Our enemies. The Nationalist Army with 696,000 troops. Oh, we have 2 euros. I have 2 euros from you. Abdullah Productions. Thank you very much for the 2 euros. I really appreciate that. The Nazi with the SA with less troops. The royalists of the Reichswehr with 100,000 soldiers and Prussian police with 90,000 members are unclear. On our sides are 230,000 members. Unfortunately, the Reichsbanner are poorly trained and equipped and would be unable to mobilize. What do we do? To stand down. Call support from the communists. Let's go. There are 108,000 fighters within the communists, and in addition, the KDP does not support this. Come on, General Strike. General Strike has stopped the push in 1920 and it can stop fascism today. However, labor is deeply divided and most workers do not heed to the call of strike. Come on, loyalists. Since they are still controlling the Prussian government, we can call upon the Prussian police. It is in this critical hour, the Prussian police are split within half actively supporting our efforts. Appeal to the Reichs something. Have forced the Reichswehr to stand down to avoid killing their countrymen. Unfortunately, few heed our calls. The Reichswehr deserts. Now we battle. Total defeat. Game over. Yeah. It's just... endgame. Let me try again. I guess I learned a lot. Start game. I mean, this was the easy difficulty. Alright, so politics. I guess working with the communists was pointless. It never amounted to anything. Funding. I have money right now. Seeks to steer course between the parties. Frictions. No, the party is fine. I guess I can across the party. Neutral. Reduces dissent across the party. I'm gonna do this to start off with. Campaigning. So, I guess I need the workers. Finally, inflation is over. Yeah, when I restart the game. So I'm gonna do the workers a lot. And when the Centrum threatens me, I'm just gonna call snap elections before the Nazis get too big. Trade unions to improve the lives of the workers. Yes. Alright. Campaigning. There isn't a lot of unemployed people as of now. But I'm gonna campaign for them anyways. Or maybe here, as of now. I wanna increase support for the workers. And with the British... This never did anything, as far as I'm concerned. But I'm gonna do it anyways. Media. Let's see. Why not fund a radio station? This is 2 resources, which I have. And I already did some things. Yeah, let's go for the radio. Our new radio station allows us to connect to people in a more intimate setting than before, spreading the message of socialism along with music and other popular content. Since most proletarians cannot afford family radios right now, we're reaching the middle classes. In fact, our labor comrades are painfully aware. Well, if homeless people cannot buy a house, or... Yeah, you know what I mean. Alright, +4. Doing better than before. Refused foreign coalition so that a far-right coalition may be formed. No. SDP, Centrum, Bavarian Party. I would invest in rural regions where the NSDAP also won a lot of the votes. Yeah, this... I don't know if I can do it exactly. I mean, there are rural regions, like I can support the farmers. But this is not too popular, I think, within the game. But basically, I'm looking at here where we have the most Nazi supporters and I go after them. Like for now, rural is only 5%. Is the popular within the party for the center and other parties. However, other parties... I mean, I don't want to work with other parties, so I think that this is fine. I'm gonna choose another guy. Otto Baum, let the center have their own cabinet position. No. This. Alright, so what do I want? I want the labor ministry. The finance ministry is expected. Domestic security. Sounds important. Agricultural ministry. Maybe I switch up ministries. It's not typically... Justice. I think that the justice ministry helped us a bit. Controls broader budget and taxes. Well, if I don't control this, then they cannot blame me. So I'm gonna pick the agriculture. No more ministries. Let's go. Tolerable to all. Let me do some government stuff. Education and science. Increase funding. I don't have this ministry. Change the structure. Curriculum. Do not enact any policies. Between the state. Oh. Let me do the first option. I have read this. And I have budget. Support secure schools to end religious dominance in education. Well, I mean, the Catholics are the ones that stop or that oppose Hitler a lot. Increase education opportunities for the working class by funding public high schools. Yes. We have funded more public secondary schools so that proletarian children may receive the same education as middle and upper class children and can be prepared for universities. Alright, great. Internal security. Improve the loyalty of... Okay, corruption, illegal, domestic. Are they loyal? I just want to ban them. Left, minimum, very well. Well, wait, it's in defense, right? No. Internal security, interior police, loyalty divided. So I want to make them the top option, so they're mostly loyal, and then I can investigate. Okay, I want to... This treaty is not enough, since I have done this before. And I guess I'm gonna vote no. Are shocked by our... Despite the chance for rejection of our proposal, it easily passes. Voting against it, the ship would be built. I guess I should have voted yes. Persian Bulwark. Let me also bolster the loyalty, so they are mostly loyal. And labor affairs. Labor in their demands. Popular among the workers, this would alienate the bourgeoisie. Now, I think that Hitler went for the bourgeoisie. So maybe a compromise would be better. Compromise. Many workers are unhappy with our compromise, but they would learn to accept that we are in a shared struggle against the economic forces. Well, this works. Let me do some more government, one party, political ally. Do I have resources? I do not. Emergency. 3 resources, damn! Political ally. And sociopolitik, maybe? Yeah, sociopolitik. War guild. Restart. Stabbed in the back. Chooses their new leader. Okay, I wanted this guy, but my relations with them are not too great. Which is fine. So I'm basically replaying some agricultural policy. While agricultural policy has historically not been the domain of the SPD, there is such a need for this policy in this area. Our urban conservatives hope for cheaper and more stable food supplies, while small farmers need an economic relief. There is also the movement of land reform to break up the large aristocratic estates and redistribute land to the peasants. Provide inexpensive food for the workers. Increase financing for agricultural credit and insurance. I don't have the budget. The judiciary would never allow this. The judiciary would also never allow this. Also, if you are asking what game is this, you can just check the video description. I have written it there. Well, I guess I'm gonna make food cheaper. Like, I subsidize it or something. Hopefully not at the expense of the farmers. But again, with cheaper food, the Great Depression should be less as impactful. Let's go. We have increased state purchasing of food staples to provide to urban workers and the poor. This benefits workers more than it benefits farmers, and so we're now negotiating for lower purchasing prices. Yeah, I expected this. The economy appears to be shaking, unemployment is increasing throughout the Republic. Most part people are still doing well. Great. And judiciary reform. Yes, I want to do, but the coalition partners don't like me. I don't want to be bothered by my coalition partners, so I'm gonna do what I like. And I'm still popular among the workers and everybody, so I should be fine. Investigate corruptions. Let's see. Defense. So they are mostly loyal. Or ban domestic enemies. I think I like this. Because now we have control over the internal ministry. We can direct police and investigate the enemies. We can... Okay, we can ban some people. These guys were very problematic. Weakens our relations with President Hindenburg, as well as the political right and the police. It also weakens Our coalition, due to the interference of Hindenburg on the right wing of the coalition in addition, still operates out of public sight. Well, it's fine. Both are divided, but it's fine. The right wing calls for a vote of no confidence against the current government. Let me see. Use resources. No. Give up on the leadership of Prussia. No, I want this vote to pass. I don't want to be bothered by my allies. Government affairs, party affairs. Can I do something? I guess I can do one. Campaigning. Okay. So, who do I... I'm popular among the workers. Here I'm not. Rural. It's fine. Unemployed. Maybe I can increase my unemployed. But I mean, this is at the expense of the communists. I don't want to fight the communists directly. New middle class. So, here we have 8% for Hitler. Here we have 14%. What is the... businessman? I think I'm gonna do the new middle class. Or maybe the workers. Yeah, let me do the workers. I can increase 67%. So I would have 32%. It's increasing, it's fine. And here I can have more resources. I mean, I already have 2. Removes... What about this guy? Between parties. Frictions, my party is fine. Yeah, I'm gonna spam emergency funding. 3 resources. That's great. And media. Must keep building our radio network. I mean, radio isn't too effective when the workers don't have a radio. Focus on the... I mean, we have here election right now, so maybe this is the most smart thing. Don't do old middle class, they're too nationalist. I don't think I did them, I did the workers, right? Yeah, I'm right. You say do radio, but I would prefer this, because I would have an election literally next month. So I think that focusing on the election would be more important. Let me do it. Do radio, it works. Sure. Communist demonstrations. But maintain a heavy police presence. Do I ban them? I mean, I don't like the communists, and it's not like the communists would work with the Nazis. Coalition between the two is impossible. But if I ban the demonstrations, then they would become more popular. I think I have done both options. So I'm gonna do, like, demonstrations. Just to ban them. What happened? We issued the order to ban the demonstrations and sent police to enforce the ban. There was a confrontation between the police and the communists, and violence erupted. Reporters say that the Berlin police killed dozens of demonstrators and innocent bystanders. The communists are already calling this incident Bloody May. This may end any attempt to reconcile with the KPD, but the Center People's Parties approve of this action. Oh my god, don't they will become too popular. Again, this is my third time playing it. I just want to explore the game on my own. I'm sure... Oh, I accidentally clicked something. If the KTP continues to act illegally, they must suffer the consequences. Thus, we have banned the paramilitary group. Well, I misclicked and... Burhau, they'll take your supporters. Again, this is my third time playing this. If I wanted to do it perfectly, I would have just looked up a guide online. So I'm in position as of now. Bolster the loyalty of the police. Yeah, I guess since they are divided as of now. Russian police divided. Okay, mostly loyal. This is what I needed. Elections. +1. Yeah, it's fine. The Nazis are still rising. But again, the communists weren't this strong in my previous playthrough. So I can form this coalition again with the same people. It's basically the old coalition. Let the center party... No. However, other parties may quell much power in one man. I like this. And this. Oh, I can take other ministries. Oh, that's interesting. Labor. Interior. Now we have the Great Depression quite soon. So maybe agriculture. And I don't think I need a justice for now. I already banned some, like the Stagver or something. Controls the government budget and taxes. Controls the broader economic policy. I'm gonna do this one. Let's see, I want to experiment. It's like learning from my mistakes. Young plan. Campaign in favor of the young plan and against the referendum. Do not campaign. It seems that... Wait, what do I need to do? Card against this plan. Are communists for whatever reason. Campaign in favor. Yes, I want to campaign. This option. Oh wait, it's June, do economic. I think I did economic. Because of the Great Depression. Chief of Cabinet, Women's Rights. Let's do one party. Party organization. Support the youth organization. Let me see how I'm polling. Rural. Yeah, the Nazis are... I need something for the unemployed. But youth could also... I think that the youth are unemployed as of now. Let's see. Our new flock to the left or Neurovisioned wings of the party also bring new radicals to the Reichsbanner. Alright. A magazine tried for revealing military secrets. Oh, I don't have this. Coalition partners to drop the case. I want this. The Western powers... Okay. So we have dropped the case, despite us not having this court. Women's rights. Welfare for single mothers. Attempt to liberalize abortion laws. This is unlikely to succeed. We do not have a majority support, so not needed. Equal pay policies and so on. Reform marriage, divorce and property law. Treat women more equally. I think that this is more worth it. I don't have the budget, really. But I'm gonna do this. Anyways. Death of this guy. Sad. Shuffle cabinet. I have never seen this before. Shuffle our cabinet. This might upset our current coalition. Labor, interior. No, I don't want. Hello, how's your day going? Alfonso Silva. My day is going pretty amazing. What about you? First one would increase popularity. Let me see. Coalition Descendant High. Can pick from any member's ministry, controlling a ministry. Okay. Continue. Is tolerable to all. I don't know what happened. Coalition Descent. Yeah, my coalition doesn't like me. Black Tuesday. Okay. Must do something. Continue. No confidence. Let the vote happen. January 30th. Economic crisis. And let me fight unemployment. Labor, I think, would be the best. Labor, continue. Unemployment rose a bit. Not great. Government. Prussian bulwark. Not the best. Not what I needed. Mostly loyal. Reverse. Okay, these two are banned. No new politics. Loyalties. Let me recruit additional police. Party affairs. Campaigning. There we go. The unemployed. That's important. Among the unemployed, welfare cuts. I didn't cut welfare. Come on, this is just copy-paste from the previous game. I never cut welfare. I never did austerity measures or never did anything. That ensure these cuts. With the government that enacted these cuts. So, my coalition partners did this or what? New Year. Come on. This was so stupid. The economic crisis worsening throughout the world. No, I didn't cite. Alright, Reichstag elections. I lost a bit. But still can make a coalition. Alright, let's go. Join the opposition. Wait, what's this coalition? Yeah, I mean, it's not opposed to coalition with us. Alternatively, we enter a toleration agreement. I'm just gonna join this coalition. Okay, this is expected of us. Budget and taxes. Finance. Broader. Okay, let me take economic. Agriculture. I mean, the rural wasn't... Like, I'm gonna take finance as well. That's fine. Continue. Paul Levy, this guy also died. Government affairs. So this guy, can he give me budget? Or resources? Use dissent across the party. Let me do that, I already have this. Okay. Now the party is more in my favor. The increase of unemployment, we must find new ways to find our signature program. Unemployment, this sounds great. Because there is out of unemployment, let's go. Cut benefits, no. I want to deficit spend. We will likely break the coalition. Both employers and contributions will be entirely satisfied or dissatisfied. May accept the compromise for now. No, I'm not gonna betray the workers and I don't want to break the coalition that just happened. Party affairs, fundraising. And I'm gonna reduce. I don't need. Party affairs. Questions of ideology. So let me look at the polls right now. Unemployed. Improve the lives of the workers. I mean, we're a workers' party. Let me do that. Alright. I guess none of our concern. The top option I think was more harm than good. Government affair. Coalition affairs. I mean, I have 4 resources. Support our allies. No, I'm not gonna cut welfare, and I never did. Party, economic crisis, alright. Labor view. How is the unemployment going? Economic democracy. Socialize and consumer. Govern together with workers and consumers. Greater influence in managing enterprises. Huh. Socialize or maybe workers and consumer. I'm gonna do this option. Labor affairs. Between the sides. Yeah, both sides maybe need to share the pain. Or actually the bourgeoisie would never work with me either way. So I may as well go with the workers. Government affairs. Economic policy. We would enter deficit spending. Okay. No confidence against the current government. Give up leadership of Prussia. I want to see what would happen, honestly. No idea. Let the vote happen, you think so? Let me look at the polls. Right now, if they were to be held... Yeah, I guess we can still form a coalition. Perhaps. Let the vote happen. Alright, government affairs. Choosing our enemies. I want to discredit everybody. These guys. Attacking the far right is popular among all but left wings of our party. Building... No, this might hamper... Yeah, I don't care about the communists. Allow the film to be shown. Choose Prussian police to prevent Nazi disruptions. Yeah, I want this movie to be shown. Nazis claim victory, of course. Yeah, this game is scripted. Okay, street fighting. Mostly loyal. I can use the police. Interment for the Reichsbanner. Alright. 31 New Year. Unemployment. Prussian. Okay, I think that they're mostly loyal. Maybe more police. I'm not gonna reverse bans. Purge the bureaucracy. You know what, I'm gonna do that. Elections. Hey, I gained something. Recruit police. Well, I never use them. Maybe they're useful for the Civil War. But after that, I will just recruit police. Alright, 51%. Not the most stable coalition. Preferred candidate for the center and other parties. Now the year is 31. I'm gonna use this guy and try to keep a government intact. Give us better position in negotiating for other cabinet positions. Nah, it's fine. So, I want... Let me see. Where are the Nazis very popular? Not with the Catholics, with the unemployed, with the rural. 40% rural. So me getting agriculture, you can argue makes sense. Then the Nazis are popular with the old middle class. And not too much with the workers. So let's take labor. This is expected of us. Maybe either finance or economic. Budget and taxes. Yeah, this is fine. Tolerable to all. Closer ties to Austria. Yes. Yes. Customs Union has been formed. Immediately, France and other neighboring countries watched their protest. The long-term response is yet to be seen. Surely. Alright. Dies in office. Oh wow, he will be greatly missed. New Chancellor. You should have stopped the Customs Union. Again, you have played this probably 10 times or 10,000 times. This is my third time playing it. I want to export a game and have fun. I don't want to play it perfectly. Otto Wels. He's a good organizer, but he's also a good chancellor. I have heard of this guy. Left-leaning tendencies. I'm gonna choose this guy. To accept new chancellor, but they do not make loud objections. 10,000 times is easily low, you're underestimating me. And this is again for the battleship. I'm gonna vote yes. Why not? Our party members are highly critical of our decisions. Come on! Branches have increased their paramilitary faction. However, given the construction of the previous battle cruiser, it seemed a foregone conclusion that their reaction is muted. The vote in favor of the cruiser easily passes, with the position only from the KPD. The ship would be built. Fine. Main. Alright, economic growth is non-existent. Unemployment is kept under control, I would say. Increased taxes. Budget is -4. No. Taxes on the rich. I mean, the rich would vote for Hitler. But the thing is that the workers are more than the rich. Consumption taxes, no. Increased taxes on the rich. This is what I was thinking. There we go. It's popular among our base, but it alienates the bourgeoisie. Increasing taxes also decreases economic demand, which may lead to more unemployment. Understanding the enemy. Oh my god, I have read this. The Adopted People's Party posture. I'm gonna use this one, just like before. Looked to be successful. Agricultural policy. Return to hunt. I need budget. Wait. Stop changing advisors. Fundraising. Oh, this gave me resources. Labor rights. 40-hour work week. Collapse of the German banking system. I don't have budget since I'm negative. There's essentially nothing we can do. Unemployment. Can't we simply tax the rich? Let me do it again. We must accept rights for the sake of stability. Or do I end the coalition? Let me look at the polls. Oh, the Nazis are very popular. You're saying end the coalition, but if I end the coalition, I don't think that I would enter a coalition again. You know what? Screw it. August 31. Media. Radio. Let's go. Economic crisis. Party organization. Newspapers. Self-defense. Welfare. Let's go for welfare. Among the unemployed. Let's go. And more police, since the police is already loyal. Elections. I lost a bit, but it's not the end of the world. There is no clear governing majority. Or do I call for new elections? I think I tolerate. End the coalition. If you don't, SAPD will break anyway. Tolerate. Continue. So I'm in opposition right now. Oh, in toleration. Alright. Dealing with toleration. But first let me do one party affair. Fundraising. Increase dues. I'm just gonna maintain. Unite against the government. The far-right parties and its paramilitary SA, Stachyon paramilitary group and the DNVP have united to form the Hautsberg Front, a force dedicated to overthrow of the current government. We don't have yet coherent strategy for combating the fascists. We must stop as soon as possible. Well, obviously, street fighting. I can Russian police to help train the Reichsbanner. Increase. I'm gonna do the Reichsbanner. Also, let me read the chat. Have you played the Walking Dead game? You mean the Telltale game? Yeah, I have. Don't reduce dues, increase them to 4. During an economic crisis. I don't think it's smart. There's a way to totally eliminate socialism out of Germany in the game. This would stop NS and communism. I think so. You can make Einstein become the president. So everything is possible. We just had an election. Let's have another one. Yeah. I mean, not Germany 1931. Germany even today, right? Alright. End the toleration agreement. Vote no confidence. Improve relations. Improve relations. We have increased our level of contract and discussion with the parties of the coalition, primarily the center party and the DVP. Our attempts to reach the center right are met with disdain by the leftists within our party. Come on. Media. I cannot continue to build up the radios. But I can do emergency funding to build the radios. There we go. Politics. New Year. Presidential election in April. That's nice. Alright. What is my police doing? Mostly loyal. Everything is banned. I can recruit more police officers. Party affairs. Reichsbanner. No, I think that they are doing fine. Party affairs. Oh, I don't have resources. I mean, it's fine. Political rally. Call the police. Well, I mean, the police is stronger than the... Oh no. Reichsbanner is stronger. Mobilization is low. So, not the best. I think that the police... Or maybe the Reichsbanner. Did you complete the game? I have not just yet. Reichsbanner. We successfully protected our ally against the SA. Our meetings can go ahead as usual. The mass rallies are common for future social democratic life, especially in the lead up to the election. What is the primary theme of this rally? The class struggle of the proletariats against the bourgeoisie. I mean, Hitler is going with the bourgeoisie, so me going with the proletariats against Hitler would be the best. Social welfare. This would help me with the communists. WTB plan. This is the excess deficit spending. I want this one. Popular running for our party. The workers are eager to go back to work. And this is what the plan promises. Alright. Party affairs. Yes, I like this idea. Party affairs, party organization. Do not increase funding because I cannot do anything. Inter-party relations. Would this alienate somebody? Parties at the moment. How am I polling? 28. Fundraising. Maintain, I guess. I don't want to increase. Hindenburg runs for re-election. Support Hindenburg. Oh, I don't have resources for Otto Braun. Yeah, Hindenburg should be fine. Despite the one reaction, Hindenburg has at least been keeping the Nazis at bay. This we must support him. The results, Hindenburg has won. Wins the presidency, let's hope he continues to keep the Nazis out of power. Hitler is not too popular, which is nice. Did you play other games from Paradox like Victoria 3 or EO4? Yeah, I actually really like Europa Universalis. I played very frequently, I have live streamed it as well. Victoria 3 I have played like 2 years ago when it came out. I don't play it too much anymore. What would you do if you wake up as the leader of Germany in 1943? I would kill myself and save the world. Street fighting. Reichsbanner, yeah. Leaving the Reichsbanner. Chancellor replaced by President Hindenburg dismisses the government. Owing to its militarization, the Center Party are leaving the Reichsbanner. I mean, it's fine. If the centrists and liberals go, we must lower the Reichsbanner's militancy. Reichsbanner, I mean, they're strong, but not as strong as the Germans, so I need to let these guys go. Have more loyal people. Replaced by Franz von Papen. Hindenburg dismisses the government. So it happened anyways. Unbalanced. Judges have legalized. Oh my god. Mass recruiting. I think that this is the end. Party disunity. If concessions. Enforce party discipline. On the question of reparations. Nazi march on Altona. Allow the march with heavy police presence. Yeah, I'm gonna have the police. They're immediately confronted by an angry crowd of communists and socialists who throw objections to the Nazis. The police attempt to separate the two groups to no avail. Gunshots are heard reportedly from the rooftop snipers, whom police believed are communists. In response, the police fire into the surrounding buildings. Dozens are killed. All turn out to be civilians. And the reported snipers are never found. Damn. YouTube might delete the stream because you said I would unalive myself. This accident has been caught on Altona Bloody Sunday. This ever happened? Let me Google. Altona Bloody Sunday. This actually happened. Given to the events in... Let me show you. Given to the events of 17th of July. Is it July? Let's see. It's March. No. Is it? I'll see later. I don't know as of now. When the recruitment of the Nazi SA led violent clashes between the police, the SA supporters of the Communist Party, and Altona, which belonged to the Prussian province of Schleswig-Holstein. Let me see. Yeah, Schleswig-Holstein. It's now part of the Hamburg. 18 people were killed. And what happened historically? Was Russian the government for Free State of Prussia. Later became known as the Prussian coup d'etat. What's that? Prussian state elections, future restoration of the monarchy. Interesting. Bloody Sunday. Well, the more you know. I guess I'm learning a lot at least. Party affairs, questions of ideology. This top option. We have changed ideology. I have not. I guess maybe I have messed up. Government affairs. Bolster, recruit additional police. Negotiate. I guess I need more police. I'll just spam police. Coup in Prussia, which happened in this thing that I... Labor will call this a general strike, Reichsbanner and of the Prussian police would resist the coup. A crisis, Chancellor Papen has ordered to be the dismantle of the Prussian government in a procedure known as the Reichsexecution. His argument that the Prussian state government is unable to maintain order due to the battles of the street between the SA and Reichsbanner and other paramilitaries. This is despite his own government legalizing them. Yeah, fucking idiot. The legality of the action is questionable. Many of our members are ready to resist. Yeah, let's go. The Reichswehr and Stavram already surrounded Berlin and the SA is supporting them. This could be a civil war. Do we realize that correct? Yes, we would fight even if this leads to a civil war. Let's go. Our forces confront the government troops and their supporters on the streets of Berlin and armed fighting Arabs. The reactionaries do not budge from the position. We are caught at a disadvantage. Also, let me copy-paste this event because I want to read it. Like what happened historically. 1932 Prussian coup. Let me read. Took place on the 20th of July when Reich President Paul von Hindenburg requested that Franz von Papen, the Reichschancellor of Germany, replace legal government of the Free State of Prussia with von Papen as Reichscommissioner. A second decree same day transferred executive power of Prussia to the Reich Minister of the Armed Forces, Kurt somebody, with restricted fundamentalist rights. Growth of the political extremism. I read this before. Reich victory. Von Papen installed. End of democracy in Prussia. Oh, doesn't sound too great. The coup had effect weakened the Federalist Constitution of the Weimar Republic and facilitated the Reich under Hitler and appointed Chancellor in 1933. Immediate result, however, was elimination of the state Prussia, Papen establishment new state, especially... Okay, so Prussia is part of the failure of the Weimar Republic. I bet that this is very long. Yeah, this is fairly long. Alright, we're caught at a disadvantage. The array of forces. Our enemies... Wait, let me see defense. So their militarization is low. We are very outnumbered. Wow. Damn. I mean, I made them illegal, but somebody... A crisis, Chancellor Papen has ordered the dismantlement of the Prussian government. Okay, I read this already. Our enemies are the nationalists Starhem with troops and the Nazi SA. Okay, like 1.5 million. Did my internet die? Wait. I have internet. Just something crashed. Is he doing fine now? I hope. At least I think. Yeah, my internet's fine. Oh wait, I have more troops than them. I didn't realize. But my militarization is low. Unfortunately, the Reichsbanner are too poorly trained and equipped, and we would not be able to stand against more militarized opponents. Call a general strike. Oh, I have police officers that would help. Can I call upon more supporting our efforts? Alright. Reichswehr to stand down. We have stand down, avoid killing. Unfortunately, yeah, this didn't happen. General strike. No majority. Okay. Does not support us. Now we battle. Long war. Okay, something different happened. In the initial phase of the action ends and somehow both sides remain standing. The war settles into fixed lines. There would be a quick coup but a long civil war. The nation would destroy itself before it can be rebuilt again. While we might want to call for foreign assistance, the foreign powers see the Prussian coup as a purely internal matter. Game over? Hello? Hitler does not yet control Germany. Germany is gripped by civil war. So this is what happened. Hitler does not yet control Germany. However, Chancellor Papen's authoritarianism and far-right politics are paving the way for Hitler or someone like him to take power. Hitler does not control Germany. Okay, I read this already. Germany is currently in the grip of the civil war, in a brutal affair that has no obvious end. Thousands of lives have already been extinguished, and it's likely that the war would not stop till German cities are reduced to ruins. The current conditions are not favorable for us. Our government has enacted a public works program. Great. Achievement. Completed achievements in this playthrough. This one, enter a long civil war, enact an economic plan. So I entered this achievement. Well, I'm gonna do one final option. End game. Revolt again. Honestly, have no idea how to win. Election simulator. What's that? Continue. Alright, start game. Begin historical mode. Again, I'm doing easy. And I'm still failing massively. So let me do the easy option. I can do this guy. Maybe emergency funding right at the start. Emergency fundraising. 3 resources, that should be more than enough. Fundraising. I'm gonna maintain, or maybe increase them now. Yeah, I'm gonna increase. Our members grumble about this, but some of the less committed members leave. But now we're accessible to more resources. Okay, Paul, 20. Yeah, I lost 1%. But again, I will just maintain it in the future. Questions of ideology. Class struggle, proletariat, trade unions. International relations. I want to do France and British Labour government. Party organizations. Youth organization would be useful. Oh, fund a Reichsbanner. But I don't want a civil war. Maybe I can win a civil war, but not right now. Maybe if I continue to fund them, they would be better. I don't want to fund them. Popular organization for defending democracy, mostly affiliated with the SPD. I don't want another civil war ending. So I'm gonna do this option first, then... Yeah, no need for welfare as of now. There we go. Reichstag elections, 28%. Posto. It posto. I mean, it's fine. And we form a government. This unexpected may cause internal dissent. I'll do it. Why not? And I want to take labor, interior, justice for sure, and maybe foreign. No, I'm gonna let it to my allies. And finance, economic. Broader economic policy. I like this. Continue. What else? Can he give me something? Not yet. Economic democracy. Consumer cooperatives, socialized industries, support worker councils. I don't have a lot of budget. I'm gonna take the key industries. War guild. Restart. This option, this option. This treaty is not enough. Vote yes. Against the cabinet. Okay. The campaign stands against Donald this. Voting against it. Ship would be built. Again, this... I feel like it doesn't matter too much, but maybe I'm just ignoring reality. Popular among the workers. I'm gonna do this. Government affairs. Labor rights. 40-hour work week. Coalition partners too much. Try to assure... I mean, I can pay them money. I'm gonna do that. Fundraising. Increasing... No. I'm gonna maintain. Nice. Party affairs. Catholic Center Party. with the left liberal German Democratic Party, German People's Party. I'm gonna do this option. I have a lot of resources now. Ooh, I have this guy. Ludwig Kaas. No. Wait, I wanted this guy. Joseph Joes. Yeah, I want this guy. And now I have the resources to have him. Okay, this is going better. Reduce spending, increase spending. Of course I would increase spending on welfare. New Year. Alright, it's fine-ish. Coalition. Instead, bring down the government with no confidence. Yeah, that's fine. Let me also get more resources. +4. Reichsbanner. I would fund them even more. Carry out the reforms. Fundraising. I would maintain them. Ban the demonstrations. But heavy police. I'm gonna allow with police. Perhaps some may have been peeled off. It's fine. Nothing happened. Internal security. Investigate. I need more loyalty. Mostly loyal. Great. Wait, I don't want to do this now. Does my party like me? Coalition descent medium. I'm gonna give them money. Now it's low. Okay. Do not campaign. I always forget which option is the best one for here. Or against the plan. Okay, I'm in favor. Continue. How am I polls? 29%. Party affairs, media, radio. There we go. Drop the case. Economic, support workers and consumer. Okay, I'm gonna do this one next. Death of Gustav. F in the chat. Now, how loyal is the police? Divided. Okay, now they're mostly loyal. Black Tuesday. We must do something. Continue. I want to deal with the economic crisis. And I'm gonna support the labor view. Labor rights, 40 hour. Didn't I do this already? Safety. Proletariat. Alright. Party. Political rally. Sozialpolitik. Great. 1930 New Year. Government affairs. Internal security. Now, they're mostly loyal, everybody. Corruption. Legal activities never work. Corruption. We have number of scandals. Popular. Oh, nice. Does this make me more popular? Not yet. Coalition affairs. I have resources to give them, so I will. Can't we simply? That's the rich. Compromise. Thanks to the good relations, the DAVP have offered a compromise that raises some taxes on the wealthy along with lesser welfare cuts. Mixed opinions. Nah, I don't want this government to fail, to be honest. I mean, I can let it fail, then get re-elected. I'm gonna accept it, I think. Bro, try to deport Hitler and have interior and justice. You can do that? Wow. Offered by the money workers and the employees. See, this is a betrayal, though. Successful. Alright, much worse alternative. Emergency funding. More resources. Prussian bulwark. Bolster the loyalty. More police. Economic crisis. Labor view. Non-judiciary reform. Yes, again. I'm gonna do that. Economic policy. WTB plan. My budget is at 0. So... deficit spending. I like this plan. Against the current government. I feel... try to assure... I mean, I have more resources than needed, so... Again... Alright, now that's fine. Coalition affairs. To support our allies. That's fine. Internal security. More corruption to be investigated. Party affairs. Street fighting. For the Reichsbanner. Yes, and also more funding. Media. More radio. Allow the film to be shown. Yeah, the Nazis claim victory as always. Begin to socialize. Support worker councils. Sounds fair. 31. In order to reduce unemployment. What's unemployment rate? 17 in 31. I feel like I'm doing fine. Labor rights. I already did these. Yeah, now my coalition partners don't like me. Vote yes for the construction of the battle cruiser. With a position, the ship would be built. Try to assure. Okay, now I have 0 resources. Coalition affairs. Take none of these actions. Austrian customs. You said no, so I'm gonna stop. Tap to impress. Right response. The proposal is that although the devious center party are not pleased. Come on, like, I cannot make anybody happy. Never mind, let this vote happen. I feel like I'm fairly popular. Oh, 31% I'm doing quite well, I would say. Fundraising. Maintain. Prussian military. Ban these guys. Reichsbanner. The equipment of the Reichsbanner. I'm gonna fund them even more. Elections. A +3. Alright, I think I'm getting the hang of it. I have 2 coalition. Center party offers government of national unity under Chancellor Joseph Wirth. We can form a grand coalition. Well, this seems more stable. This includes others. Yeah, this seems stable. I like it. Clearly threat. I mean, I have to accept, I feel like. Our role in this government might be limited. This tries to negotiate, save the Republic. I think it's fair. This is expected. I'm gonna do what is expected of us. Yeah, we're fairly limited. Can I... Wait. Stop changing advisors. Fundraising. +3 resources. I needed that. Party disunity. Left to the party, of course, this is to increase dissent from the centrals. Why did the Nazis get so many votes? I'm gonna use this option. Social welfare. Effectively serve as a cut. No, I'm gonna do this. Have cut welfare. The workers are justifiably displeased and their livelihoods to peace bourgeoisie. Oh my god. Street fighting. I don't have a lot of resources for the Reichsbanner. But I feel like I'm militarizing them a lot. Medium to low. Are leaving the Reichsbanner. Let the centrists go. Harzburg front. Okay, this is something new. That threat can no longer be ignored. We must build a new organization to confront them. The Iron Front. Consisting of the SPD and other party. For the Reichsbanner. We have new symbol. 3 arrows pointing down towards the left. What will the 3 arrows stand for? Unity, activity, discipline. Opposition to fascism, Stalinism and monarchism. SPD? Nah. Also, oh, the WTB plan. Yeah, people are very unemployed. I think that they would like this plan. You say SPD Reichsbanner. You know what? I'm gonna listen to you. New energy to our party. Prussian bulwark. They're fairly loyal. No, they're divided. Now they're very loyal. Labor rights. Shorten work hours to less than 40. To reduce unemployment by... Could we introduce more hiring and reduce unemployment by reducing work hours? Some labor movement argued that by reducing the maximum number of work hours, employers would be induced to hire more workers. Reducing unemployment argument also goes that this would be for deflation, maintaining the same purchasing power for workers but cutting hours without cutting wages. Employers, however, resist this policy, arguing more for flexibility in hiring. Government, coalition affairs. I have resources to spare. New Year. Presidential election in August. Oh, I have nothing. At advisor. I want a leftist. Oh, damn, I have so many activists. Let me get this guy. At labor. Oh my god. This game. Stop changing advisors. Push the part more friendly. No. Push the SPD to the left. Carry out economic plans. Alright. Continue. Do not implement. Yes, implement. Parties are beginning to see the light. Alright. Labor. Support the employers. No. Always support the workers. Party organization. I don't have resources, so I'm gonna wait. Fundraising. There we go. Maintain. Hindenburg. I can support my own Otto Braun of the SPD. Oh, I'm 34%. Damn. Let's go with myself. Convince the center party. I cannot convince the communists. Center party. Yeah, Centrum. If I get the Centrum, we should get this. I can forget about the KDP. Whatever they are. Failed to convince. They will be part of the Brown coalition. Oh, I needed 0.3%. Oh. I was so close to getting 50%. Let the second round of voting begin. Well, I think that the communists would naturally vote for me. Because they would be eliminated, and in the second round I should get them. Results, I did not. Hello? Has won the presidency. This is a moment of celebration for our party. This victory bolstered the support. KDP wouldn't vote you. I know, but like, just a bit. Yeah, you won. Why is Hitler at 0% from 21? I think that Ernest Taumann should have gotten 0. Hindenburg 40. Oh, Hitler endorsed Hindenburg. That's what happened. I see. Yeah, I saw. Okay, so now I'm the president. I don't know what this means. I think that I'm broke. So I have 0. Okay, -2 budget, 1 resource. Not great. Let me add an advisor. Centrist, leftist, reformist. Prussian bulwark, negotiating with the coalition. I want somebody who gives me money. Oh, emergency fundraising. There we go. Wait, you said neuro revanchist. I honestly don't know, but organizing women. Emergency fundraising. There we go. Because I needed that. Political rally. Media. I mean, I have 1 resource I can spend on radio. Let me check my pulse really quickly. I'm spamming out stuff. Workers love me. Middle class, 20%. Fine. Oh, old middle class. Again, SPD in rural. Yeah, basically I need to worry about the unemployed. Because I can easily target these people. Neuro. Okay, let me remove. Who can I remove? Who is useless? Okay, this guy I like. Kurt. Yeah, I'm gonna remove Kurt. Remove. Oh my god, I didn't remember his last name. Rosenfield. Remove Rosenfield. And you want me to add a neuro something. Which makes sense. Yeah, Rosenfield is useless. I mean, it would be useful if I wanted to work with a KPD, but not now. So, build iron front. This could be useful. This guy, Marian at Schumacher or Schumacher. Emergency fundraising, building the Reichsbanner, addressing the economic crisis. Oh, addressing the economic crisis. I liked. Also, I don't need this woman anymore because he has fundraising. So, support reforms. I'll do this. What is the Reichsbanner? The Reichsbanner is here. I can hover and you can read it. Wait. The Reichsbanner is a popular organization for defending democracy, mostly affiliated with the SPD, which is the political party I'm playing as. And they consist of 2.5 million men. Return to main. Also my roommates appeared. I guess I'm just gonna ignore them. Internal security. Improve loyalty of the... Are they loyal? Yeah, they're loyal. Corruption for big businesses. This always works in my favor. Nazi march. Oh, what do I do? Ban the march before it starts. Do I control the judiciary? It's either one of the two. I think I can do it and ban it. Yeah, I believe I can do it. But even if there are street clashes... Wait, SA, so it's these guys. Yeah, I should be able to take them out. Even if there is even if I allow the march. But let me ban it. Thankfully, the judiciary agree with us that the Nazi argument is suspicious. Government affairs. Let me do one more. Prussian bulwark. Okay, so they're mostly loyal. Let me do more police. What's the unemployment like? 11%, almost 12. I'm doing so well. Let me... Now I can do this guy. I think I should do emergency fundraising before I do the economic plan. What do you guys think? I'm thinking this because I have 0 resources. And after that I can do this. Limited program of job creation without deficit spending. Oh, I can do this for free. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Yeah, you already said fundraising, but this said for free. And you guys were split on the issue, so it's fine. Party organization. I'm gonna keep this card for now. Reichsbanner. Keep it as it is. I guess 1 month passes by. Keep it the same. I'm still -2 budget. Coalition affairs. Return to hunt. I don't want to make this decision right now. Oh, the Iron Front. Rally for pacifism. Rally for the economic change. The WTB plan. I'm having hiccups. Alright, great. Now I'm broke 38%. When can I do it? 4 months. Oh, I need resources badly. Fundraising. Thank you, game. I mean, unemployment, fine. Inflation, fine. I think I can get away with increasing it. But I'm not gonna. Coalition affairs. I can bribe them to stay on my side. Sozialpolitik, I feel like is the best. Or the WTB. Let me see. 70% for the workers. Great. I control most of the workers. And I need the unemployed. Does this help me with the unemployed? Let me see. 29%. 31%. It helped with the unemployed. Great. Campaigning for the unemployed. And I never betrayed them. If this game says that I betrayed them, I would be very mad. Because I bribed my coalition partners many times not to do austerity measures. We have increased spending. The welfare cuts. I never did this. I never did this. Come on. What's that? It was a 31, now it's 33. I mean, it still increases. It's fine. It just makes me mad that... Let me shorten this. Is this the Redux or the normal game? It's the normal game. Okay. medium this happened. So the coalition partner didn't really like this. For old men. Self-organization. I'm not planning a civil war. I think that my polling is very nice. More, let me do mutual aid and welfare. I think that this would be the best use of my resources, perhaps. Let me see. Unemployed, 33%. I do mutual aid and welfare among the unemployed from 33 to 35. Great. Government affairs. When? We have already adopted. We have already... Wait. This guy. Emergency fund. Supports providing more resources to the Reichsbanner. Not needed now. Government affairs. Bolster loyalty. They're fairly loyal, so I can ban, negotiate. Bureaucracy. Let me purge bureaucracy. Party disunity. I'm gonna pay. Enforce party discipline. Exit of descending members. It's fine. Okay, now I'm getting the hang of the game. And armament. I mean, I have the resources. Train union members to fight as part of the Iron Front. This honestly doesn't sound too bad. Do you guys think about the second option? If not, I'm gonna do the first. Also, I have the police loyal. No do Reichsbanner. You mean the first option? Yeah, sure. Reichsbanner. Armament did nothing here. Never seen this game before. I mean, I found out about it yesterday. Okay, keep spending the same. League of Nations unites, tackle the Great Depression. Support Roosevelt idea, we must devalue the currency. I think that this would be great to devalue the currency, but let me read it. The League of Nations is hosting a conference to discuss the state of global economy and potential solutions to the ongoing depression. Let me check, yeah. All parties want to reduce tariffs and encourage trade. However, Western powers are at an impasse. France and to a lesser extent Britain are calling for fixed currency exchange rates, while President Roosevelt of the United States wants to print new money to stimulate demand, calling for controlled inflation. The Europeans want to reduce their debts to the US, while America favors continued full payments. Germany has largely recovered from the crisis, owing a large part to some sort of economic policies that Roosevelt is pursuing. What is the chat saying? Support France and Britain, we must have a stable currency. Having a stable currency was very bad for France. Like, they should have devalued the franc years ago. So I think that France made a mistake, historically. Salvage negotiations, no. I think I'm going Roosevelt. I think everybody agrees. The event usually does nothing. Close relations aren't good enough. I improved with France and Britain. They might help in civil war. Well, as of now, I'm very popular. France and Britain looks good in my bad opinion. Well, historically, this didn't work out for France this well. We support Roosevelt's plan for controlled inflation, leaving us at odds with the European powers. In response to the continued support for the fixed currency exchange rate by France and Britain to impasse the debts, Americans pull out of the conference, leaving with no agreement whatsoever. Such. Okay, what's going on here? 2 months. Ideology. Trade unions to improve the lives. Let me do trade unions. Now they won't reduce your reparations, bro. So nothing happened. Media. Do I have resources? I have. Radio. We have finally found our way out of the crisis. We must not be too complacent. Yeah, I think that I don't need. Germany is finally recovering from the Great Depression. As the economy gradually improves, the political crisis begins to unravel as well. Finally, the internal contradictions of the Nazis have caught up to it. With the improving economic conditions, many business leaders are less interested in supporting them. Tensions between their remaining big capitalist funders and their lower middle class frontiers have come to a head, leading to desertions and public plots. Did they lose a lot? This also ups Hitler's overall strength, weakening Nazi support across a variety of demographics. Everybody is saying second one is better, which I would also agree. Like, why celebrate? They still have... Like, they're still the second biggest party. Even in their weakened state, the Nazis are still a threat. We must not be too complacent. 16%. Again, the second largest party still. So, nothing has been done. This guy... No. This guy. Emergency funding. Reichsbanner. Yeah, I don't need Reichsbanner. Prussian bolster loyalty of the police. It's mostly loyal. Everybody I wanted to ban is banned. No. SA. I guess I can ban these guys. You're saying recruit more by... But why not ban? Again, like, they're... Are they strong? Not so strong. Again, I can recruit, but I prefer to ban. Purge the bureaucracy. They have less anyways. Everybody's saying recruit, so I guess. Does it help with unemployment? It would be interesting if it does. Party organization. Now, let me see how are the Nazis polling. So I'm beating them for the unemployed. For the workers, obviously. Now, I don't need to focus on the workers because the Nazis are at 0. I cannot do anything about these. Here I could theoretically come in. But I think that the best thing I could do is think about the unemployed. Maybe mutual aid and welfare. People are saying fund the Reichsbanner. But I don't see it. Recruit ban Nazi. Have you ever played Rise of Nations on Roblox? I have not. You know what? I'm gonna do this option. Mutual aid and welfare. And see how this changed. Unemployed 36.25. 37.25. It was a slight improvement. Government affairs. What about here? 4 months. Labor rights. Shorten. Let me do it again. 41. This was popular. Big businesses are losing confidence in our government's policies. Cut taxes for the upper brackets. Oh, it doesn't look too great. Will not take... Just watch us. The economy will improve. I think I messed something up. Maybe I didn't. I'm leaning towards the bottom option. I don't want to cut my policies. Cut taxes for the upper bracket. I guess this doesn't interfere with anybody. Maybe budget I lose, but I'm already in a deficit. It will stem the bleeding. Yeah, I mean, theoretically, the people... Yeah, cutting taxes is perhaps smart. Because people would have more money, they would spend more money and reduce unemployment. Cutting taxes improve a relationship with the capitalists. Great. Vote of no confidence. I would spend all of my 3 resources to remain in a coalition for now. I'm popular, but I can be even more popular. Now, guess I need to improve relations. Emergency fundraising, 3 months. And this guy is also 3 months. Anti-Semitism. Okay. Anti-Semitism has long been a latent feature of German society, but since the beginning of the economic depression, it has grown into a horrifying extent. The Nazis are the worst of it. But all the right-wing parties are deeply anti-Semitic. Regarding the SPD specifically, our right-wing elements love to deploy their racist rhetoric against our mainly Jewish comrades, magnifying criticism of any minor transgression, and they call the entire SPD a Jewish party. We are a favorite target of their incentives. It's a socialism of fools. We will defeat them with a real socialism. Direct full force of the... All Germans will suffer from fascism, not just the Jews. We do not need a separate policy for them. I like the bottom option. but people want the second one. It will help Jews vote for you. What is the Jewish population of Germany? Like percent-wise? 3 to 5, maybe? Getting 3 to 5%. I mean, I have done some policies that barely increase it by 1%. We have developed an entire campaign against anti-Semitism under the auspices of the Iron Front. Hopefully our campaign can sway the workers away from Nazism. Campaigning. I don't have resources. I need 2 more. RX banner. I'm gonna keep it as it is. 1 month has passed. Fundraising. Maintain. Now I have resources. New Year. Let me see the post. A new year begins. Our public works program has successfully guided us through the worst of the crisis. The economy is improving and finally people are optimistic for the future. Still shrinking economy. With the return of normalcy, the political landscape in Germany is shifting. Liberalism is making a return among the middle classes and the radical parties of the right are declining. Are we just like your advisors? Yeah, I guess I am learning. You should save at least 1 resource. Yeah, it's never smart to be on 0. Campaigning. Unemployed. I mean, the unemployed is not gonna be too popular. Workers would make me more popular. Middle class, rural. I like the idea of rural. It's 50%. Maybe rural is the way to go. Because the workers already like me, I already have the unemployed under control. You need 2 for Brown, not 1. 1 is for Einstein and 30 for Redux mod. No idea what this means. Dedication for them to vote for you. Yeah, because I never did them. So you're going to have to focus on them extensively. I don't want to do that. Let me go with the workers. Did something. Okay, ban more parties, but I'm gonna recruit. Unless, yeah, they're mostly loyal. Let me recruit more. Policy. Keep spending the same. Media. Radio networks. Becomes more common. The novelty beginning to wear off and trade is becoming... Becomes more common, beginning to wear off. The radio is becoming saturated in society. So basically I have hit diminishing returns. And do I do it again? You think so? Beginning to wear off. Saturated. I mean, fuck it, I'll do it again. We're continuing to invest in our radio stations. Both commercial and political radio are becoming more relevant, making it harder to spread our message amidst the competition. I mean, still 41%. Check your resources, I have 1, but I can do this guy. For emergency, +3. Internal security. Improve loyalty of the interior. I think they're loyal. They are. Corruption by big businesses. This always gives me +1. Not now, but it's nice. Party affairs, campaigning. Now, do I do workers again? When are the next elections? I guess, kind of, wait. June 35, in 1 year exactly. So I need not to die. It's medium, so I don't need to anger them too much. What do you mean next month? It's next year. Right? June 35, now it's June 34. Game ends in 34 don't matter. Oh, alright. So I just need not to die. Alright, let's keep the workers. Oh, the KPD is just suffering. Game over. The death of Hindenburg. Paul von Hindenburg has passed away at the age of 86. The nation engages in an outpouring of grief of its war hero and former president. Even the committed socialists and Republicans, it is a bittersweet moment. Even though he was a manifestation of Prussian militarism and monarchism, he still led the nation through difficult times. Without destroying democracy, it could have been worse. With the passing of Hindenburg, it seems as if an era of history is closing. The worst year of the crisis are over, and Nazism's days are numbered. Perhaps Germany would finally enter into a new era of genuine peace. Game over. Hitler does not control Germany. It does not yet control Germany. Otto von Braun is victorious. He has been selected as the president of Germany. He had never desired to be the most powerful man in Germany, but now he is. Work program enacted. Unemployment has been reduced from its peak. Yeah, it was very nice. It's like 12%, 13. You should probably have a leader like Braun and Mueller in the early game to lower coalition dissent. Yeah. I mean, I think I got it. Yeah, the Centrum is friendly, so basically I have 41%. The Centrum is friendly, so we have a big coalition that cannot be broken. And this doesn't matter. I never told you'd win this stream. Well, I mean, every game I got better. Hey, I'm gonna check achievements right now. Achievements. Form the Iron Front. Reach the end of the game without a civil war on easy. Okay, so yeah, I was playing on easy, just so you know. Form a constitutional coalition. Enact an economic plan. And these are all of the achievements that I have done. And there is clearly a lot to do. Now, I think I want to do a final one, but I want to have a civil war. I think that it would be cool. Like, win the civil war. Is this possible? To win a civil war. Because I was building up my... my paramilitary. Basically. Yeah, you can win. Alright. So basically I want to play a final game where this is Prussian group and achievement upcoming. Let me go on easy again. Party affairs. Can I do one of these? Emergency fundraising for the beginning. Inner party relations. With the Communist Party. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna speedrun it a bit. Sozialpolitik, I guess. Because I have nothing better to do. And equipment for the Reichsbanner. Yes, I'm gonna fund them like crazy. Because I want to have a civil war. Basically, I'm gonna fund the police, fund the Reichsbanner. Try not to break the constitution and wait up until the Prussian coup happens. Anti-democratic parties. Reichstag elections. Plus 4, 30%. Alright. I'm gonna get this coalition. Otto Braun for Chancellor. I'm gonna make a compromise for this one. Labor, this is expected of us. Justice, do I need justice? Finance, maybe economic. Justice or economic. I think justice gave me a lot of support because I was exposing corrupt politicians and businesses. I'm gonna go with economic. Government affairs. Prussian bulwark. Bolster the loyalty of police because they are not loyal now. Fiscal policy. Increase taxes on the rich. Increase taxes overall. Cut taxes. I should increase taxes, I feel like. Just because I need more budget. And later, for the Great Depression, I would do the WTB plans. Change tariffs instead. Donald Trump has entered the chat. I'm gonna tax the rich. I don't care about them. It's not like they vote for me either way. Vote yes. Yeah, nobody cares. And this treaty is not enough. It's all the same. Also, I want to appreciate everybody in the chat for helping me out. Emergency funding once again. Restart. Yes, yes. Okay, government. Support Works Council. Begin to socialize key industries. I'm gonna do this option. Reduce spending on welfare. Increase spending on welfare. Yes, I will. Improve. Are they loyal? They're divided. Ludwig Kass. Okay, I have resources for this. I like this guy. I want to have him For me, Persian militarism. I'm gonna ban them later, but now I want to recruit more. New Year, fundraising. Maybe increase, as of now, before an election. Inter-party relations with these guys. Government, labor. Support labor, popular among the workers. Yes, fuck the bourgeoisies. Political rally. Socialpolitik, maybe. Yeah. Communist demonstrations. What did I do here? Proceed by maintain police. And the police is a what? And it's loyal. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. One of these. Internal relations. I'm gonna do France and Britain. Fiscal... Wait, before I do fiscal policy. Enact tax policies. Mueller. Hot of Wells, emergency fundraising, +4, great. So, fiscal policy. I don't want to change it, I mean I have the budget, so it's fine. Lower tax on the rich while increasing consumer taxes. No. Which affects... Nah. Make tax system more progressive by raising taxes on the rich and cutting them from the poor. I like this. Low tariffs. You mean change tariffs instead? Do not change the tax system. I'm gonna do the not change the tax system. In favor of a young plan. So they're against... Well, I want to be for it. Government. And consumer cooperatives. Socialize key industries. Yeah, sure. We have angered our coalition partners. Thankfully, I have 13 resources, so I can just bribe them. Pressure our coalition partners, which they have. And we give them 3 resources, and we have angered them. Like that. We have angered them. Like that. And we're alive. 4 months. Internal security. They are very... Okay, I'm gonna do the corruption one. Now I get it. This guy died. F in the chat. And they're very loyal, so I'm gonna make more police. Market crashes, do something. Economic crisis. Labor view. Geez, that was a waste of resources. You wanted me to do a re-elect? I mean, I didn't need them anyways. Schacht. Work with him to shape the budget. And he resigns either way. Party organization. Where do I... Newspapers, self-defense, mutual aid and welfare. During the Great Depression, welfare would be emergency fundraising. Increase welfare. I don't want to increase, maybe. Increase. Fuck it. We have angered our coalition partners. I can do it again. Media. Radio. This guy died. Questions of ideology. Trade unions. Unemployment insurance. Can't we simply tax the rich? Compromise. And we accept the compromise. We continue. What are the polls? Not great. But I mean, I'm going for a civil war. So basically I'm playing the exactly same game, but I'm funding what I can. No. Return. Economic crisis. Labor. Continue. Internal security. Corruption. This should give me some votes. DPP reformation. None of our concern. Economic. Begin socialize key industries. I mean, I have one budget. I'm gonna support the workers. Economic policy. WTB plan. Let's go. Deficit spending. And I'm gonna let the vote happen regardless. Emergency fundraising. Fundraising, okay. Maintain. I can technically Rijks banner. Fund more. Media, radio. Before the elections. +1. It's fine. Grand Coalition. Let me do this option. Accept the... No, I'm not gonna. It's fine. All quiet on the Western Front. Allow the movie. And improve relations. We need 2 resources to smooth out process. Improve. New year. It is the bottom option. Continue. Not to Wales. Okay, 1 more month. Confronting. Must do something to confront. Continue. I'm gonna vote yes, despite people not liking it. Left split, continue. Fundraising. Maintain. Austrian customs. Attempt to stop this agreement. Support this policy. This would lead to a civil war if I let it happen, right? Because last time I let it happen and it led to a civil war. I honestly don't know. No, you lose support. So I need to do it like I did it before. Let me just refresh the stream. Attempt to stop. Customs. This guy died. Street fighting. Increase Rijks banner. How are they doing? How are they very low? I have been giving them so much money. Rijks banner. Fund them more. Now it's just WoW. Response. Continue. Internal relations with France and Britain. Continue. Government. Toleration. Let me give them 2 resources and I can pick ministries. That's fine. Also this guy for 3 resources. More police. Let me get the stream open. Political rally. Oh, I misclicked. I wanted to do the WTB. Workers are enthusiastic about our message. Well, the misclick worked, I guess. Social welfare, keep spending. Habsburg front. You told me to do this option last game, but now I want to do this option. Or maybe, yeah, you told me to do this, I wanted to do this. So I'll do this. Why not? Yeah, I don't want to do the same as before, because I would get the same, like, the same outcome. Exodus of the Rijks banner. Let them go. They're still not very militarized. Investigate corruption. Support workers' councils. New Year. Anti-Semitism. Do not need... I'm gonna do this option regardless. I want a civil war to happen already. Support the WTB. Emergency funding just in case. Support our allies. Why? I mean, it's low. I guess I made it very low. And I can run for president again. What are the polls? I'm still very much doing well. Convince the center, communists, forget do all the options. Let the second round of voting begin. I think I lost this one. Oh, I won. It's almost celebration for the party. Nice. Because I was looking at the percentages and I was like, well, that's close. But yeah, I did it. I won again. That's quite nice. But I really want the civil war to happen. I guess it will happen eventually. Popular among the workers, yes. Labor rights. Enforce the 40-hour work week. Yes. Oh, there we go. The Lausanne conference. I have never seen this before. Something happened. Alright, an essay demonstration. So, what do I do without? Or which leads to a civil war? With heavy police presence, then they clash with the police, right? I think I need to do the top option, or technically the second option. Heavy police. With heavy police. When the march, they are immediately confronted by angry crowd. At 1 o'clock Sunday. Oh, there we go. Prussian bulwark. Alright, let me recruit some more. Economic policy. Continue implementation. Fund more newspapers. You know what I want? New people who join the Reichsbanner. Coalition affairs. None of these actions. I mean, I don't have friction with the campaigning. I don't actually have more funding, campaigning. These guys. WTB plan. Social policy. Keep it the same. Internal security. Corruption of big businesses. I feel like I can win. Oh my god, fund a Reichsbanner or you lose. Didn't I fund them so many times? Street fighting. Reichsbanner. Increase. I have funded them so many times. Maintain the dues. I'm not even looking at the corruption and or the unemployment and everything. Government, coalition affairs. None of the above. They don't like me. Bolster. I recruit more police. London Economic Conference. Support Roosevelt's idea. Must have a stable currency. You need 360,000 to win. Well, I'm almost there. Enforce party discipline. Street fighting. For the Reichsbanner. Iron Front. For the WTB plan. Rally against the anti-Semitism to defense of Jewish Germans. That's fine. Party organization. Wait, let me return to cart and get me more resources. Corruption by big businesses always does something. Reichsbanner. Fund more. Boom. Now I should win. Now I want the civil war to happen, correct? Coalition affairs. None of the actions. Again, I don't care about my coalition at that point. Economic policy. We would continue. New year. 34. 11% unemployment. I think I'm doing better. Increase spending on welfare. Because I fucking can. Why not? Now just get police. Well, if I can, I will. Radio. Let me get more emergency funding. Iron Front. WTB. International security. Investigate corruption. Quest of ideology. Trade unions. Party organization. Let me do this, which would give me even more people. And I got the same ending. The civil war never happened. I just 36% game over. Well, you didn't get it, bro. Yeah. I was like, we're very near the end. Okay. No, he died. Well, in July 34. So there wasn't another election. I was just eternally in charge. Well, I don't know what I was doing wrong before. But clearly I have learned a lot. Because 2 times back to back I'm winning. Although at easy difficulty. Because before I just couldn't do everything. Like I was losing votes every snap election. I'm just better at looking at the polls, supporting the people that need support, especially the workers, which like gives me always a majority, and to have good relations with the centrum. And these two almost always secure a governing coalition of over 50%. Achievements, yeah, unemployment is the lowest. So I would say that this playthrough was perhaps better than my previous one. Like the plan, I also was at a zero budget. I wasn't in a deficit, which was very helpful. Because last game I was at a -2. So here unemployment 10%, inflation manageable, growth, at least it's growing. Yeah, I feel like I did great here. Didn't collapse the government, have some resources spared. Play Redux mod, there is no end in that. I don't think I'll do it today or right now, but I'm just gonna open it to see it up. Redux mod, social democracy. Let me see. Social democracy Redux. Is it this one? I have opened a paper that's in German. Oh, there we go. I have found it. Social democracy Redux. I mean, I can play one, but I really am a bit tired. Can you read my name? Pchełnica Tsaya. Oh, Pchełnica Tsaya. Maybe. Which means be something. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with the live stream. It was fairly fun. Tomorrow, I think I'll do the same thing again, but with the Redux version, so we can do it eternally and see what happens. I think that this would be more entertaining. With that, I want to thank everybody for joining me on this live stream. It was 2, maybe 3 hours long, so tomorrow I can do the same, but I just joined. Don't worry, you can join tomorrow. Let me give the credits, books. So this guy has wrote some books. Yeah, shout out to Alternate History by Autumn Chen. Very entertaining. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. You can join the Discord with exclamation Discord, so you can be notified when I live stream again. But it should be like around the same time I started this live stream, just tomorrow. This game is usually so hard, I still haven't won normal difficulty. But if you fund the Reichsbanner, I mean, it was definitely difficult, but I just got the hang of it. Now I was winning. And I bet if I played again, I would even win again. But I was playing on easy, so I don't know what the differences are. Yeah, again, thanks everybody for being here. I'll see you tomorrow.